Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kaceytron's E-Celebrity Deathmatch. Cat Cam and his friend AI Bob helped me put this together. It's a show where we put all of the streamers against each other. Hold on, let me, this is Cutie Cinderella's, and this is, okay, let's...
Am I in the wrong box?
Hold on, I'm switching the boxes around.
Fuck.
Every box. Okay, now I can see us also.
Okay, so, let's start with introductions. Cat Cam, do you want to introduce yourself first as my co-host?
Yeah, hey, everybody. I'm a Twitch chat moderator and a guy who watches Twitch, and I really don't have any credentials outside of that, but I'm here to keep the peace and have a good time. I've never been in a room with this many hot babes before, so this is new for me. So
Thank you.
Nice. Casey, you got a professional white knight for us. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's been white knighting my stream for years, actually, since the very beginning. So
nice.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
but
he's been growing that mustache for how long?
Also years.
The whole time.
Was he there when we played League together, though?
Yes, yes, Andy.
He was?
Yes, years ago.
Oh my god, that was like 4 years ago.
Okay, so, how do we introduce everyone? First, we have Katerino. Katerino, where are you streaming from now? Where do you live? I'm like,
I am going back to my home on Monday. I'm still in Texas. I'm at my friend's house, and yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow, so this is my last day here. It's pretty sad, huh?
Yeah.
That's why it's all bare and boring. Looks like I'm in the prison.
Casey, you set me up. This girl wrote a whole rap against me.
I sent it. Well, you're a professional rapper.
Yeah.
You said we were freestyling. Yeah.
It's a freestyle / prepared rap.
Look at me. I'm a blonde, small girl. You really think that I have the brain to
Yeah,
freestyle?
but so is Eminem, and now he's Eminem.
That's true. That's true.
All right,
we'll have the AI like balance out the points.
That's all good.
Okay, and
I actually like freestyle battling people.
Sorry.
And then we have Grossgore. Grossgore has like the greenest green screen I've ever seen. Like it's just like fluorescent.
It's brilliant. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I actually hate my green screen, but if I don't have a green screen, I've got people out there that will stalk me and threaten me. So and threaten to kill me. So like I have to keep all my backgrounds in at all times. Yeah.
Dude.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, I feel that.
I'm glad you have that going for you, man.
I just want to say that I love this cast, except from Andy. Can I say why? Because Andy, you did a little Twitch video last week, like, dear Twitch, we could have words. I thought, here we go, drama, gossip. It's got 1 million views, and it's the biggest fucking debate in history.
No, it was so good. It was
I had
so
to
funny.
do the debate, dude. I love fake
you
crying,
fucked me
man.
so hard, bro.
Dude, I got message from Twitch staff. They're like, "Well, my heart went into my stomach, bro."
Yeah.
And
Thanks for the
then
invite, Casey.
what did you say?
Thanks for the invite.
Oh no, thank you all so much for coming on. And then we have Cutie Cinderella, the one and only. Are you streaming
your
from
best
your
Yeah,
closet?
really the other one and only.
Yeah.
Is that for real your closet?
Yeah.
Is that where you've always streamed from?
Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, the room looks even smaller right now. I don't know
Well,
why.
it's because I keep like putting stuff in it. Like I got a new desk and I have to build it, so like all the boxes over there, I don't know how to hold it.
That's big for a closet, though. That would be like
Yeah.
$4,000 in Manhattan.
I keep like stealing people's shirts and stuff and hanging them
Nice.
up. So yeah.
Wow, you and
So
Mitch
nice.
Jones should live together. Put your closets together and then stream in the same room. Nice.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not like big into leeching like you are, Kate.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Ooh.
Are you sure, Cutie Cinderella? Because I see you on the Raj show every week. But
That's because I'm invited. When you get invited, let me know.
Right.
And then we have Boogie. Is it 1488? Because people keep on saying it's 1488.
Yeah,
No.
that is I guess what they want me to be. It's supposed to be 2988. I think 1488 is some sort of like Hitler reference or something. I don't really understand it.
Oh.
No good.
I thought it was a reference to you
Too
losing
soon.
weight.
Oh, see, that's so much cuter. Let's pretend it's that. It's so much cuter. But I am currently the most hated man in the world on Reddit. That's pretty exciting.
Hold on, no. Boogie. I think me and Boogie could compete. I think we could compete, Boogie. Trust
Have
me.
you made the front page recently? Because I've been there 3 times this
Dude.
week. Okay.
People are not happy with you, buddy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know about you is that people are
hard and gross right
mad.
now.
Admittedly, in my defense,
Boogie.
I did purchase a car that I've since returned.
We know. We all know.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
I didn't know you returned
I was
the
a
car.
very,
Hold on.
very bad boy. I was a
Wait,
very
you could
bad
So you're
return
an ex
Teslas?
Tesla owner.
fully went through. I put like a $2,500 deposit because I wanted them to build mine special because I wanted a certain organization. And so the internet lost its mind, and I was like, well, just keep the car. I'll take my $2,500 back then, I guess.
Wow.
That's
The
how
internet bullied you
Maybe
into
someday.
getting rid of
Did you
your
ever
Tesla.
think of not telling the internet about your Tesla? Did you?
That's the plan.
Was that an
next
option?
time. Well, like at the time, I didn't think the internet would lose its fucking mind because I purchased a vehicle. Like,
Yeah, I
know-
think
You never
I
know
know
when
it's
to
a
purchase
vehicle.
a
I know it's gonna be a thing that will happen.
I think what it is if you troll someone successfully, and if that successful troll is something that makes you look bad, then you look bad.
Right,
You know what I mean? Like if you do other trolls that don't make you look bad, then it's easy. It's just like if you're throwing out the bait for people to hate you, they're gonna fucking hate you.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
and at the end of the day, when it came to that Tesla thing, I was like, I was kind of once I got back to my house, I was on the cool down period, right? It's gonna be a month till they build and deliver my car. I was gonna back out, I think, one way or the other because it's a really expensive car and it's kind of a pain in the ass to drive. So after talking to Jesse, after he bought his car and driven it around for a while, I was like, man, it's a beautiful car. It's great. It's just annoying having to charge the fucking thing. I was like,
It's
I
just
didn't want this
so
thing
hard to drive a
anyway.
Tesla these days. It's exhausting.
Especially in like
My lord.
Boogie.
I literally can't supercharge it. I can't charge it at all. I literally have to charge it at my house.
You're doubling down on your rich white guy problems now. Come on.
It is. No, absolutely, right? Like that is what a horrible Tesla. We're
My
only charging
Lamborghini
40
so much
miles a
gas.
day,
Oh my
man.
god.
Do you
My
have a
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini, Andy? Oh, and then we have Andy Milonakis,
Lambo.
guys. The only
What's
real
up?
celebrity on the show.
Use that term loosely. No, I actually don't have any car. I got rid of my last car a long fucking time ago.
Why?
I spend a lot of money on transportation though, because I use Uber and it in LA where people just hate their life because they're in traffic every day. Like that's my main luxury is like taking Ubers to everywhere and never have to deal with like looking at traffic. I'll just like listen to music or stare at my phone, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
Do you make
Just
conversations
pay
with
someone
Uber
else
drivers?
to deal with traffic.
I don't only make conversations with my Uber drivers. If they're funny, I ask them to be on my IRL stream and I offer them money. Last time I really did that was in San Francisco. This guy looked like, he had like a cliche Middle Eastern look with a big beard. And I thought it would be funny to bring him to like a fancy tea time with like scones and finger sandwiches and shit. So like I paid him
That's so
$100
good.
to like come for a half an hour, and then my chat tipped him an extra $500.
Holy shit.
Also in Hong Kong, I met this guy whose name was Andy. I called him Hong Kong Andy before I knew his name was Andy. And he was just like this hip fucking Hong Kong dude who liked hip hop and shit. And like he dropped me off and we became friends, and he just was part of the stream for that Hong Kong trip.
Wonderful. Yeah, I love talking to my Uber
Wow.
drivers. I feel like they give me good ratings because I talk to them, and I know that a lot of people are just like, don't open your fucking mouth the whole time you're driving the car. But I like chatting with strangers. I never have to see you again. I'll tell you everything.
Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
it's
good. There
fun.
are nosy Uber drivers who just start asking like what you do and all this bullshit, and then they try to like do this like weird like, like let's work together type shit. But those are whack. But like there's a lot of like, I run into in LA at least. There's a lot of Armenian Uber drivers, and I'm Greek, and like we always like talk about like Armenia and Greece and shit, and just like they just seem like a lot of down to earth cool people.
Hell yeah.
It's
I
great.
was in the Uber the other day, and I was drunk, and I threw up outside his window, and I gave him 5 stars.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Nice.
He was a
If you're
legend.
gonna puke, just lean out
And
the window.
he actually pulled over as well, let me throw up all over the grass. It was great. I loved it.
Nice.
Wow, how courteous. That's so nice. Then you didn't have to pay to clean up the car.
I
fee
feel
either.
sorry for that fucking car behind us, though, bruv. I'll be honest.
That splashback.
Why'd you throw up? Were you like drunk or something?
So then we got this thing that came into the UK like a few years ago called TGI Fridays. I don't know if you know what that is.
Oh yeah, that's like.
We just got that, mate. I'll tell you what, TGI Fridays.
man.
So me and my boy, we went to the cocktail bar. Went to the cocktail bar. We had every cocktail. We didn't leave, bro. We got so fucked up. Wow, love it.
Bro, cocktails are fucking rookie drinks, man.
And
All
bro,
that nasty
Damn.
shit.
listen, it was so American when we were tipping the guy. He would like bell the bell. We're like, what? This is fucking great. So we're tipping him, and he's belling the bell. That was sick.
He's ringing
I love
the bell.
it. All the
Damn.
Americans are crazy. I love it. Yeah.
That's the That's the reason we have shit like that for you guys who come in out of country and are like, yeah, like eat it the fuck up.
Keep through the fucking
Yeah.
so
I love that shit.
And then we have InvaderVie from the Blanket Fort.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
That's me.
So
We got a lot of Disney princesses on this show. Me, Cutie, Andy, all of us.
Cat cam.
Cat cam.
He's got the
Okay,
luscious
so let's go.
That would be
Let's get started. First up, we have Grossgore versus Andy. Are you ready for your first question?
Go on in.
Cat cam, you go.
All right.
I'm
so,
trying to pull up my
here.
script.
Where do you guys see yourselves in 5 years? Will Grossgore still be doing sub-only streams? Will Andy be on Twitch?
Oh,
Nobody
fuck you
knows.
up, bruv.
You guys tell us.
Andy, you want to go first?
Sure. I've been skirting around this idea for a while, and I haven't really ever got to execute it. Like, it's great that I've been getting to do it on Twitch, like with all the travel and shit, but Anthony Bourdain is like my hero, RIP, and I really, really want to do like a highly produced, huge travel show where I travel the world. I have narration, but only I kind of make it more of like a silly comedic version of it where I insert like comedy into it. And there are so many food shows, there are so many travel shows, but a lot of it is very serious, and you just hear the same conversation over and over again with the chef and back and forth and my passion for this and that. I think like going around the world but injecting more humor into it and having real talks with these people around the world, I'd like to do that. And I don't know if that's going to take me away from Twitch, but it could. It just depends on like how much of my time it takes up. But you know, I got a lot of ideas. Like, I think Twitch is great, but going with my gut, a lot of times I wake up feeling unfulfilled, and I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but I feel like I want to do more creative shit. That I'm kind of like, my creativity is stifled when I'm like having to stream every day and be super consistent.
Yeah.
Wow.
What if you just streamed like the live travel show on Twitch and you like did like all the live recording and then you like reproduced it? I don't know. It's probably more complicated.
I was thinking about
than
that. Like,
right?
I could hire a cameraman to film me while I'm streaming, but then I have a fucking like selfie stick in every shot. You know what I mean? Like,
couldn't you
I kind of
hire
have to do
like
it separately.
you could hire a cameraman to film you and another cameraman to film your stream, so you'd have to have two cameramen.
No, you could totally do that. I don't have to have a selfie stick on my face, but to make it really like Twitch friendly, you have to just be up in the face, interacting with chat, reading a lot of the shit, or else it doesn't feel like a real Twitch stream.
Yeah.
True. Grossgore.
That's true.
Where do I see myself in 4 years' time? Well, hopefully still streaming, but I'm going to be honest. Did you see the this quarter? I think Twitch fell for the first time in ever. It fell in like viewership.
I didn't see that.
Okay, well,
how much did it
true.
fall?
Only like, I think like 0.2% or something, but it's falling. And the thing is, I've got the I don't offend anyone here, but I feel like humor overall is dying, right? I feel like comedy's dying. I feel like it's just, I feel like what's becoming popular is real people, and like obviously drama is always going to grow. But I just feel like in like a few years' time, I'm going to be just streaming IRL all the time, because we're getting 5G in the UK. I don't know if you guys are getting that in America. Like, so
Yeah.
you'll be able to IRL stream everywhere inside buildings without losing connection.
With a phone, without a
Yeah,
background.
holy shit. So hopefully, preferably, hopefully still streaming, or if not, fucking being a bum and claiming benefits. So
Nice. Looking forward to it.
Oh, Casey, change the overlay really quick.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right.
Wait, is
Okay.
our robot going to award points?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Is Bob
Wait,
here?
did we explain this? We have this base Bob, who is basically objective bot, who is going to be handing out points at the end of round between 1 or is it 0 and 5, 1 and 5, some amount of arbitrary points that are going to be added up and tallied, and just let us know who is actually the best here, the best
Nice.
celebrity. So
Wow.
It will
Look at
take
that.
me a minute to calculate.
Wow.
Should we move on
It's
to
a
the
pretty
next
shitty
question
robot,
then?
Casey. Come on.
It's terrifying.
it's not a
Don't
great
you
way.
know?
He's
We're
warming up.
millennials. We want instant gratification.
I'm
Okay.
so scared.
Come on.
He's
Okay.
defragging. right, so our next 1v1 here, okay, and we've got that. You know, we got a little peek inside the minds of Grossgore and Andy. But now we've got Boogie versus QT Cinderella. That's going to be our next one here, okay?
Oh.
You want to read this one?
Okay. Boogie versus Cutie Cinderella. Boogie was able to blow up on YouTube partly thanks to his cool character named Francis, a hardcore gamer known for his hefty rage. Cutie Cinderella is sort of known for being a crazy bitch. What are your thoughts on how playing a character has affected your perception?
Like viewers' perception?
Yeah.
The thing is I don't think I'm actually playing much of a character.
You just are really a bitch.
I'm just kind of, no, this is the problem. I've talked about this before and people have disagreed with me wholeheartedly. But the thing is just because I roast people doesn't mean I'm a bitch. Like, I can be funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, women can be funny. Believe it or not, we can actually be funny.
Squad baby.
So, what I'm saying is like, imagine a world where a woman makes the same joke as a man, and you both laugh instead of calling the one person a bitch and the other one funny.
Sounds unlikely.
Yeah,
I know,
crazy.
but
there's just certain
wild.
things.
Sounds like shit, honestly.
I can imagine things. I'm a woman. Unless it's a sandwich, I can't imagine it. I don't know.
There's just certain things that a woman just like is looked at differently with, like being a bitch. Like, I don't know. You know how like it's like, I don't know.
Like,
Yeah, go ahead.
no, you're good. I get it. My thing is like, yes, maybe people think it's a persona, but really, I think it's just because I'm loud and I'm vocal and I'm female that it gets twisted into she's crazy and she's a bitch.
I think it's the eyes.
I thought it was the eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
It might be the eyes. It might
The
be
eyes, the bed bugs, the obsessive
The
behavior.
bed bugs is real though.
Yeah.
This is real.
Yeah.
I haven't told one lie on Twitch.
Cutie, I don't think it's that your character comes off as being a crazy bitch. I think you just are a crazy bitch, and that's okay.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So that's why I don't think
that's fine.
But Boogie, on the other hand, blatantly played a character and is still playing a character since he says like, oh, like, pay for my Tesla, I'll return it, never mind. Like, oh, I'm not gonna lead to Tesla off my viewers, I'm gonna buy it myself. Like, a bit of a character, right?
Can I come in here? Have you Cute, have you seen the real Francis? Like, he's a he goes crazy.
No.
Oh, okay. Boogie, can you just like demonstrate like a second off?
Yeah, can you do a demonstration?
1 second.
Can you bring him
Is
in?
there a
Okay,
table
well,
you
look,
can
all right,
flip?
number one, the fuck you invited Boogie to your stream when I'm the real fucking star, okay? I'm gonna fucking destroy this fucking place. I'm gonna come down there, I'm gonna shit down your fucking throat,
All right.
Casey.
Okay, so
my God.
it's a big character, it's a big obvious character. When he was explaining his Tesla, that was actually him being real.
Yeah. Roasting. That was me
Yeah.
roasting him as a person, saying that he has
Oh
a
my
shit
God.
personality.
Were you playing a
I thought-
character
I thought
whenever
you
you
were-
roasted?
no.
I was just
Or was
playing
that
a character.
really you?
Yeah.
Eventually, I did but I will be honest. Like originally, I just bought a car and didn't think anything of it, and obviously, I was gonna like finance it, and then I got home and I'm like, can I really afford this? Because it's like $100,000. I probably shouldn't buy this car. So I started talking about that on Twitter, and then that got warped into me e-begging my fans for it, even though I was obviously just going to finance it anyway. And when I stream, I only get like $20 to $40 worth of donations anyway.
I was gonna
so like,
say.
it was going to take a really long time for my fans to pay for $100,000 car. It was not a realistic belief. So then I sarcastically said on stream one night, well, of course I want you guys to pay for my car if Elon's watching. And that got warped into like, I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. I don't really understand it. But when it comes to the actual character I play, which is supposed to have been like a parody of big fat angry gamers who get too involved in like video games. A lot of people didn't realize that was a parody. So a lot of people thought that was just me to begin with, and that was weird. Then there were people who knew that I was playing a character, but didn't realize that I was making fun of angry toxic gamers. They thought I just was an angry toxic gamer. I was using the Francis character as a voice to say what I really believed. Like,
Interesting.
I don't give a shit that Diablo 3 doesn't work. It's just a shitty game. Who cares? I'm just here to make fun of. I'll just wait till they patch it, or I won't play the game. Right? That's how I personally feel. But I made a video roasting Diablo 3 as Francis, and people are like, "Yeah, fucking give it to him." And so I ended up attracting this like very toxic fan base. That as I began to retire the Francis character due to the apocalypse, and just because I didn't want to do it as much anymore, that audience is so angry at me because they're like, but you were our champion, man. You were the guy who was just like crapping down game developers' throats. And I'm like, but even the game developers knew that it was parody.
Mm-hmm.
You were so I don't know. It's interesting. I think it also makes it a little easier. I think it also makes it a little bit easier for people to believe that I'm a bad guy. I guess the normal person I am is I try to be a very good person.
Okay.
Francis is supposed to be the opposite of that. And so as a result of that, I feel like it just makes it a lot easier to believe that I'm some sort of evil secret genius.
Can I say something to you, Boogie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Me and you, trust me on this, mate. Me and you are so similar, but let me tell you the problem with you, right? You're too honest. You're way too honest, and your honesty is putting you in shit. People love drama. When I'm honest, my fans they fucking put that shit on live stream files and they clip it, and I'm trying to be honest and open and nice, but they just see it as like, let's make a big deal out of this and let's put this kind of bad light. When I saw that Boogie clip of you talking about your Tesla, I know where you're coming from. It's a bad situation, like you didn't know what you're getting yourself into, but at the same time, they just see it as like epic. They just want something to make drama, bro. You're too honest.
It's not just honesty, Gross. When you go in on your rants and shit, like, it's not just like you might be speaking from the heart and thinking you're being honest, but when you say like bratty ass shit to your viewers constantly, like that's what they're shitting on you for. There are so many different ways to deliver the same message, and one of them gets received completely well, and one of them gets received like complete shit, and that's all in the delivery. And I know you're kind of like, you kind of have a character, and like, I know you go hard and you make funny Twitter videos. I'm not shitting on that at all. But if you want to deliver an honest, real message, you could deliver that in a genius way if you wanted to. You just, a lot of times, choose to do it in your Grossgore fashion that gets you shit.
I think that's my biggest issue is you're right. I have been too honest, but I don't know how to manipulate an audience. I don't know how to say things in a way that won't be taken. I can't anticipate how people are going to. I'm not very good at that. So I just say things the way I would say things to a friend or to a family member. I forget that there's an entire audience that's going to try to create drama from everything I say. So I don't know how to do that. I just say things the way I say things.
Back to the characters affecting your perception, I think my biggest problem, since I don't feel like I'm playing a character, but at times I can come off like a bitch and or crazy, is that people come to my channel all the time and they say, do something crazy, or why are you so much meaner on Raj's channel? And it's because like, well, because what I do is roast people, and so when I'm by myself, like, who am I supposed to roast, right? So
yourself, perfect.
Yeah, right.
You do that.
That's my only problem, I would say, is that that's the only negative about like how it's affected the perception.
They want toxicity all the time. Classic.
Yeah,
I would absolutely agree with that. I genuinely think the people who are the maddest about the Francis character are getting retired. They enjoyed the toxicness of it, and not ironically, they enjoyed the toxic behavior of it as, oh, this is how I feel, and this is what I think, and this is who I am.
Or even that they watch that character and they're like, oh my God, I can look down on that. That's crazy. That's terrible. I'm much better than that. And then when you take that character away from people, then they're sort of left with their own bad selves. So, I mean, same thing with Cutie Cinderella, that like, I'm sure that people come and watch you because they're like, look at how like off the wall she is, look how crazy she is. And then they get to put themselves above. And the reality is that like you guys at least have the courage to put yourselves out there. You have the fucking strength to maintain it. And then other people in the audience just like to shit on you for it. It's crazy.
Well, I'm sure everyone has those viewers that only watch them to be like, oh, they're so fucking awful and unfunny and this and that.
I'm way up here. Yeah, no. That's why.
People, but at the end of the day, those people help pay the bills, so it doesn't really, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
they push you higher up on Twitch. They push up your internet views. The more you talk about me, I don't care if you love me. I don't care if you hate me. As long as you're engaged, I'm making money off of you, I guess. So,
thank you.
You know?
I think I lose a lot.
we all think that. I'll be the one to say it. You know.
Yeah, I think I lose a lot of money actually by not kind of embracing like the whole Twitch meta. I don't have emote spam. I don't really play a character. But if I played like a hyperactive character with emote spam, like, do I think I could get triple the fucking viewers and money? Probably. I just like, I don't know why it's not worth it to me. It feels like it should be. I mean, for IRL streams, it's definitely not worth it. But when I'm doing desktop streams, I'm kind of just bored anyway. But I guess it's kind of too late to like, just like, all right, everybody, now all my desktop streams, I'm playing this toxic character with emote spam. I guess I just don't like it. It's not worth it, I guess.
It's also difficult. It's difficult to do any new things on Twitch because the way that you practice it is by doing it on Twitch, and people are very critical. They want to see like a perfect, polished version of yourself. And when you're playing characters, I recently started introducing new characters into my stream, and people are like, "This is cringy. This is weird. Why are you doing this?" And I'm like, "Because it's new. It's not going to be perfect. It's strange. I feel uncomfortable too. I've never done this before, but like, yeah, you have to try new things. You have to try new things. You have to try new things."
But people love to shit on people for having fun and trying to be different, and then eventually they'll accept it when it becomes more of a bigger thing. But for now,
when
like,
they feel they know it.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck what people say. If they have an intelligent response to what you're doing, then like I'll have a conversation about it. If it's just spam from fucking 81 IQ fucking AIDS, then they could suck a dick. Like, I don't give a fuck about what their opinion is.
81 is the average Twitch viewer IQ, I'd say.
That seems high.
Next question is Katerino versus Invader. This one's
Wait,
fun.
pause.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is it Katerino or Caterino? Actually,
it's Caterino, but I mean.
Okay.
Katerino.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because you got that. I mean, yeah, the E I guess would be part of it as well.
Yeah, like Kate.
It could go either way. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to derail there. Okay. Anyway, all right. So the two of you are hot babes on the internet.
Let me.
Why wasn't I in this topic? What the fuck?
Well,
Cutie,
get it.
Just
get Andy in it.
Okay, don't.
I get it.
Us guys would like to know.
Because you're not in the wedding dress.
What are the some of the instant red flags you get from guys online or in person? Don't say the mustache.
So, well, I have some. I mean, one that I always recognize right away is if someone's not subbed to Trainwrecks and they can't spam Squad W, that's a definite red flag. And also, if I like to test a virgin check, PokeW, if they are subbed to Pokemon, that is also probably an instant red flag too. Those are my top two for sure, without a doubt.
That's scientific, and that is a repeatable method of figuring shit out.
Thank you.
Oh man, my red flags are. I mean, it's just so easy. As soon as they start talking about feet, it's just right there. It's so quick. It's so easy.
Girl,
the minute they bring up
I
feet in
swear,
any capacity,
InvaderVie, I'll fuck you up. I swear to God.
Yeah, but isn't that a
How soon would you bring up feet? Grossgore.
people bring up. Oh my god.
Alright, well, listen.
Is there a good time to bring up feet, B? Like, is it ever acceptable for you?
Second date.
I don't know. That's a third date thing for me personally.
Man.
I just want to chime in real quick here. I used to really like girls' feet like 5-6 years ago, but now I don't as much. But still, some people remember that I used to. So just thought I'd chime in. I'm not like that anymore. I don't like girls' feet anymore. Really
What
don't.
about like a foot massage? Okay, well, that's not like foot fetish. If you just give a girl a massage.
Oh, but like that's how they trick you. That's how they get you. Is they're just like it's just a casual foot massage, and then you look away for 1 second, and then you turn back, and your ankle is at their fucking teeth. It's wild.
They have their whole foot in your mouth.
Yeah,
it's like damn.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be really careful with that. Other red flags. This is serious though, and I feel I'm like Katerina, your answer was so good. My other big red flag is the minute somebody is like, "You're not paying attention to me in the exact way that I want you to pay attention to me." That's wild.
Wow. That is a very interesting red flag, V. I will say. It sounds like you're pretty hard to please.
Yeah, for sure. My attention span is not grand. There's a very minute amount of it. I use it sparingly and mostly on myself. So when anyone else is just like, why aren't you paying it? Like, people get mad at me because they're like, you left me on red. And I'm like, yeah, I leave people on red for fucking days.
Good for
it's not personal. I just hate communicating sometimes.
I just hate people.
That's my red flag.
Cutie
Is the feet
Cinderella.
thing really that bad?
Do you have a red flag?
I'll take anything I can
including
get.
her.
Okay. I was.
Please, I'm desperate.
Wait, Cat Cam, did you have a question to ask the girls about
I
red
was gonna say,
flags?
anything really that bad? I mean, I appreciate all of the parts of the lady, from the toes to the nose and the forehead too, but that just rhymed. Above the nose also.
Yeah. Cool, awesome. So you appreciate a nice good 5-head. Yeah, quite.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's very.
I don't even. I don't pluck
intellectual,
my
I agree.
eyebrows. They will go straight into my hairline. I have no forehead whatsoever. I tried to get bangs and they came down my fucking nostrils. Not for me.
Okay, so next question.
So at the end of the round, we do a group question. So like
Yeah.
we do 3 things there, and then there's a group question. So this question is going to be for everybody. This is for everybody. So you're going to want to advocate for yourself and against other people here, because this is going to go to a chat vote. That's how the group questions are going to
Deal. I'm ready.
All right, so this is for everyone. Recently, there's been a lot of bans for people driving while Twitch streaming. We also have a pretty car-related cast. Even though Andy said that he never drives, he still drives around in a lot of Ubers, I guess. Grossgore is well known for driving an automatic.
Yeah.
Boogie with the Tesla drama. And then we have 3 women, so I'd like you all to argue. I'd like you all to argue who is the best driver.
Come on. You can't just ask 3 women to argue if they're the best driver.
Why do you think I wanted a car that self-drove? I can't drive for shit.
Oh, but you're supposed to argue why you're the self-driver, why you're the best driver.
You have 3 women. You have Andy who takes Ubers. You have someone who drives on the wrong side of the street, and you have someone who tried to buy a self-driving car. What do you want?
Kate's not even old enough to drive.
Yeah, I'm like 4, dude.
Kate doesn't even have her driver's license. Okay, I'm the best
Okay, for the
driver.
record, I
I've
do
been
have my
sober like 17 times, but I've never gotten a ticket, and I think that's important.
You've never
That's not
gotten
you're
a
the best
ticket?
driver. That means you're the most convincing titty flasher.
That means
Come
you
on.
sucked a lot of cock dick.
At the same time, I
maybe she
can drive with my feet. I'm a great driver. I'm a
Okay,
great driver.
wait,
Don't get too excited,
wait.
Josie.
Instantly gets
I can drive
banned
with my
feet.
from the call.
So is driving with your feet supposed to be impressive?
Yeah.
Like that you almost die? I mean, I guess.
No, I don't almost die. I do great. I've never hit anybody. I've never hit even a squirrel. I've never done it.
So you drove with your feet and almost killed innocent people.
Never!
I mean, you put them at risk by driving with your
No, I
fucking
didn't.
feet.
Don't
I'm
drive with
good
your
at
fucking
it.
feet.
Okay,
Admittedly,
just
I
it
will.
sounds like you
I'm
guys
good
are bad
at it. That's
it.
what
You guys
every
are bad at it.
Okay, I've been in one
I've been
accident.
drinking 10 drinks. I'm better at drink driving.
I'm more confident. I've been in
what
one
I-
accident. I was dressed as Snow White.
Oh, awesome.
Fully head to toe as Snow White, changing lanes, other guy changing lanes, he
A
hit
cartoon
I-
bluebird comes on the cop's shoulder. when he pulls you
I
over.
stepped out of the car and I went, oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad nobody was hurt when you hit me with your car. I would have been perfect if the trunk popped open and all the dwarves jumped out, but they were already dead.
Nice.
So
The
were
doors all
jumping
died
out.
on impact.
Was the accident
they were
your
gonna be
fault?
jumping.
It wasn't
It
your
wasn't
fault.
my fault. I'm
That's
really
what you
excited
just
for that.
said. They
It
were
definitely
switching
wasn't my
over
fault.
lanes.
But I stayed. That's the thing. I stayed in character the whole time. Exchanged insurance information. Did 2 more engagements that day, and didn't even cry until I got home and took off my fake eyelashes.
So does that make you a good driver or good at
A good
being
Snow
in
White.
accidents? Yeah, or good
Yeah,
Snow
shit.
White.
good Snow White. Bad driver, good
That has
Snow
nothing to
White.
do with driving. You're right. Never mind. All right, I'm out.
I like the
Okay.
story. I thought it
Who's
was
the best driver?
Okay, can I come in here, Casey?
Yeah.
Right, real talk. I passed my theory first time, my real driving test first time. I drive in the UK, which is 10 times harder than America. Trust me,
It's
I've driven
terrifying.
America. I've driven America twice, a Mustang and a Dodge Challenger. It's really easy. Turn right at red lights. It's all blocks. It's so easy to drive. It's just stop, start, stop. Everything's automatic. And on top of it, my first car was a Supra, twin turbo, and I never crashed. And I've been driving for 3 years. Never bumped into a squirrel, nothing
You've
ever.
been
I drive
driving
2
3
cars.
years?
Yeah, but I've never had a
Okay.
crash. What?
I've been driving way longer than that.
Wait. I got my
You
license.
drove American though.
Driving since
Wait,
I got my
Andy, are you a good driver?
9 years.
I'm a pretty good driver. I won't try to claim the best though, because I'm a little too passive and people are idiots on the road. But I did get my license 11 days after I turned 16, and normally you have to take your permit test. Once you turn 16, you take your permit test, then you have to schedule a 5-hour test, then you have to schedule your road test, which usually takes like 5 or 6 weeks to get. I convinced my mom to take me to the DMV because I said, look, It's going to take 2 months for me to take my driver's test. If we get an appointment now, 5 head, I'll practice like crazy with my dad for 2 months, and then it will be time for me to take my road test. We got up to the front desk. The lady's on the phone. She goes, we just got a cancellation for tomorrow. And I like begged my fucking mother. I'm like, it'll just be like a practice test. I'll drive slow. I'll drive good. I took it and I fucking passed. Bam. Woo! And then I drove into high school with my fucking dad's car the next day, and every single one of my fucking friends was jealous.
Yeah, girls all over your dick.
Hey, do you know what I love about you Americans? You know, I watch all the American TV stuff, all the American Pie and whatnot, and all you guys are going to school in cars. Fucking hell, mate. If I went to school in a car, mate, oh, no one ever did. That's so sick.
That was the baller shit, dude. I got to drive my friends to like fucking, you know, on our breaks, on lunch breaks, like, oh, you don't want to eat cafeteria food? Yo, I got the whip. Let's go. You know what I mean?
That's so fun. Yeah, that makes you instantly.
Oh, by the way,
I mean,
in my defense, I never did get so fat that I couldn't drive, but at my fattest, I could use my gut to hold the steering wheel while fucking with the radio. So also these days I don't drive very often, but I'm really good at Forza Horizon 4. I've been playing a lot of it lately, so I might be the best driver here because I can win almost all my races with above average AI. So just
well,
saying.
Kaceytron has a treat for all of us. We're all gonna race in a game together to see who's actually the best.
I wish I could
Yeah,
arrange that, but that would take too much effort.
I drive every single day because I have a job
too.
outside of streaming.
I go on road trips a lot. I go on road trips a lot. I drive a lot. I've gotten out of many accidents or very closely because of like, I mean, I live in Florida, you know, like I-4 is crazy, slamming on brakes, like just insane. And I'm just saying, I'm kind of a badass when it comes to driving. I think I'm a pretty good driver.
I can eat a whole Big Mac while driving with one hand without spilling anything on the ball gown that I'm wearing.
Yeah, but can you do it with
Maybe
your
she
feet?
wins.
Can you eat while driving with your feet?
I don't need to use my feet.
Why?
I can just one hand that Big Mac.
Yeah, fries.
First of all,
Toss
you
this
should
in with the elbow.
lose for eating- you should just lose for eating McDonald's. That shit's garbage.
True.
It is
Bob, can we
garbage.
get the poll?
But,
Yeah,
like, I love
get the
it.
poll ready.
Can't stop
This is
myself.
where the Twitch chat decides who the best driver is.
Twitch
Like,
chat
honestly, this
decides?
is hard.
Listen, okay?
I
Come
can't
on, lads.
decide who the best driver is. Nobody here has had drama. Like, who's the less likely to get banned from, like, IRL streaming and driving?
QT Cinderella.
Dude, can I say something?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
I'll be honest.
You know, I was just driving like a minute ago, and as I was driving, I was thinking to myself, "Fuck, I don't want to get banned on Twitch by like one hand." So I was driving with both hands, and it was so like practicing, but it felt kind of weird and nice at the same time. Lovely.
I will say,
Weird, nice is a great combination.
one time there was a time when people were slamming on their brakes in front of me, and there was a car, the two cars in front of me, one swerved to the left and one like slammed on their brakes in front of me. I think there was basically no room over here, and there was a big semi coming up on my right. It was next to me, right? And so I knew I couldn't brake in time, so I knew I either had to like rear end the car in front of me or do some crazy shit. So I sped up, got in front of the semi truck, and didn't get in a crash. So that was
Well, what
pretty
if I
impressive.
told you I was in Fast
speed
and
racer.
Furious?
Then
I
you'd be
did it.
lying. Holy
Guys,
shit.
all I'm gonna say is this,
Paul
guys.
Walker, come back to
I
haunt
was
us.
in it.
Guys, please do me a favor. All of you
I'm that
Americans,
good.
come to the UK and try and drive here, and we'll see who's the better driver. Okay?
Your roads
My
are
eyes
so
closed.
narrow, it is
Have you ever
terrible.
driven
race,
New
dude.
York
Let's
City?
just
New
race.
York
We have the
City is
most-
way harder than the UK.
Oh
No,
my
try
God.
London, Andy.
I've been to London. That's pussy shit.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just kidding.
The Ubers there take
You know,
10
actually, I
minutes. It's pushy shit.
No, they have really
Why?
expensive, fancy fucking taxis.
Oh.
Those black taxis.
Yo, drive,
those are
yeah.
This
You
poll
ever
is
seen
still
Drive on,
really
like, one of the
close.
most
Yeah, Andy,
Dan,
both of you guys are in it.
I
Do a
literally
drive
drive
off,
on one of the
Andy.
most dangerous fucking
Yeah,
roads
you guys-
in North America.
do it.
It's 540, and somebody dies on 540 like once a week. But there was a period of time where somebody died on 540 like every other day because there would be 2 or 3 wrecks every day. It's the road between the town I live in and the Walmart home office. And so
Nice.
everybody that works at the Walmart home office lives
It's
in
a lot of
Fayetteville. So they have like a
suicides.
30-minute
A lot of
commute.
people
Yeah.
just-
Well, they're
Yeah,
just
so
Walmart.
eventually
Holy
run into
shit.
somebody's
I'm just
ass.
kidding.
Yeah.
I would say drunk. Like, I would be drunk.
No, the
Oh, yeah,
really
you-
dangerous one is LA to Vegas. That drive.
Yeah,
kills a lot
that
of
drive.
people. And there are fucking like 18 wheelers that have been driving for 50 hours, like past the limit, and like they're like falling asleep at the wheel. like an 18-wheeler. Imagine an 18-wheeler just merging into you as a fucking car. It
that
is
actually
so
happened to
scary.
me while I was in Texas. I had to swerve off to the side of the highway while it like it was actually insane. We almost died. We were on the way to a water park.
You
It was
just
gnarly.
I don't know.
Guys,
Katerino's pretty
I'm-
convincing.
Sorry, guys. What the hell is an
but
18
Chat doesn't think so. I've
18
been out of
wheelers is a
some. I've been
really,
out of
really
some
big truck with
situations.
18 wheels.
Should have been in Fast and
Huge
Furious,
box
man.
trucks.
Cutie Cinderella won because she said she could drive with her feet. She's like
That's
playing to the
huge.
feet
Yeah,
fetish.
that is
she played with
impressive.
feet fetish people, of course.
I mean, she claimed
it was
that.
just
We
gross
haven't
both
seen it.
over and over and over again.
Kidnapping
V
Cutie.
shut them down, and I brought them back up.
Ah, that's true. Never mind. I miss you, feet guys. Come back to me. Stop asking for bathroom. Come back to asking for feet.
I've also driven in South
Who got the
Carolina and
audience vote?
Texas, which are the most shitty states to drive in. So I win. Sorry.
You lost, Kate.
So, I know, but I win in my heart. So it's like,
How about all you guys are probably really shit drivers because you guys have ADD, and I'm smart because
I
I'm
have
taking
horrible
Ubers,
ADD.
so I'm like saving people on the road.
well, I mean, we're all on Twitch. We're all streaming.
Do you,
with ADHD.
Andy? Do you do that Uber pool where you like share another Uber or something? Sorry, or do you?
No, I would because I think it could be actually good. Like I hate the word content, but it could be good content for IRL streaming. But also, I don't want to do that kind of IRL streaming where it's just like, oh, a stranger's
people's
just trying to
faces.
get to where they want to go, and now I put a camera in their face. But if it was a perfect world and like nobody give a fuck about it, like that would make really cool IRL streams. But
Yeah.
nah, I'm bougie. I take regular Ubers.
He's bougie.
For some reason, Boogie and Catcam's cameras aren't showing up. Can you like try to refresh yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are just black little voids.
What?
It's a little Earth shirt.
Too
Like a
offensive for camera.
Come on, bro.
It's
Oh, did you add up the points, robot?
The results are in. Cutie has won the round.
Damn.
Yes, damn, look at that lead.
What is the audience not count for anything? No. Or that's
They voted for that round.
You got 5
So-
points that round. Cutie Cinderella got 6.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Okay,
it's not in
understood.
order.
So you just went by like you scored points to how we were on the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how the
I
group
get it.
rounds
I get it. I
work.
get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Nice. Good job, feet
All right, so
driver.
now we're gonna go into round
you.
2, and we're gonna start off with
Uber
Boogie
rider.
and Andy.
Who?
Yeah,
Well-
Boogie and Andy.
Well, apparently my
So both of
camera
you guys.
died. I'm
But
so
it's me in the
sorry.
box.
Oh, wait, are we still? Have we lost Boogie?
His camera's
audio?
not working. Hold on. Yeah, your audio's working. Hold on. Let me just try
Wait,
to
is there-
re-invite you.
Are there technical difficulties?
I'm probably gonna have to reboot
Are you
because
kidding?
every once in a
Alright,
while my
Frick.
shit
Can
crashes.
his chat please buy him a new computer?
Yes, please, for God's sakes.
I'm
No,
gonna
that's fine.
Go, can I go to the bathroom while we're
Yeah.
solving this? Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Sure. We can jump to Invader versus Gross here. We have Invader and Gross then.
Yeah,
How's
do that. I'll be right back. I'll reboot.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I thought it was me versus Invader. Why would that change if Boogie's gone?
Wait.
It was gonna be Boogie versus you, Andy, but we
Oh,
can do
me versus Boogie. Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah. So this time, yeah. We'll come back to Boogie versus Andy. All right. So Invader versus Gross. Grossgore has recently been pretty open about his sexual preferences, and InvaderVie is not afraid to talk about sexuality in the blanket fort. Should people be more comfortable sharing their sexual preferences publicly? You guys discuss.
Should people be more comfortable? Well, it's up to them if they want to be private or not, I guess. But InvaderVie, you go first. Go ahead.
I think that we should try to encourage. I mean, it's not so much about the individuals, but it definitely is about the perception of it. So in general, when a guy is really open about his sexuality, he's rewarded for that. That's seen as like being brave, as being vulnerable, as being intimate with his audience. Those are all really, really good things. When guys talk about sexuality, other guys are like, oh, cool, I can get on board with that. Or I feel similarly, or I even like aspire to have that level of bravado in my sexuality. But I feel like when women talk about their sexuality, it opens a big door for people just to call them whores. Regardless of what they're fucking talking about. Regardless of
Maybe you're just a
preference.
whore, V.
I mean, that's true. That's absolutely true. But I don't need to hear it every single day. Every other
No,
day.
I agree. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. It's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Like, I know it's like the meme to say incels, but maybe it's just like intimidated, like dudes who have no game, who are just like, oh, she's so confident about her sexuality. Ew, what is this bitch? What is she fucking every day? A different dude? Ew. Like, I don't know why it like scares people so much.
I mean, misogyny isn't a new thing. We just gave new words to it to make it like sound more buzzy and more exciting. But what's really, really wonderful is that, at least in my experience on Twitch, there have been some bad people who have said unkind things, but that's always going to happen. But the majority of it is people are really excited and refreshed to be like, I would love to hear your take on these ideas, because we don't get to ask women these questions that often. It's seen as inappropriate, or it's not the right time or place, or there isn't an audience for it. But on Twitch, people want to know. People want to hear that sexy shit.
Let's talk about sex.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's go.
Okay. Casey, are you there still?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, great. I'm gonna chime in here. All right. So pretty much, I said on Roger's show the other day that I'm 10% gay when I'm sober, but when I'm
30.
drunk. No, when I'm drunk, I'm 30. See?
Okay.
When
I guess
drunk,
I was, and then later you switched it to 40. But
no, I didn't.
Nice,
Okay.
just creeping that number up.
Okay, listen up. All right. So pretty much, like, I've kissed loads of guys, right? I honestly, it doesn't even matter. It's just tongues. It doesn't matter, right? But people in the chat are all now calling me gay gore, right? Which I'm totally fine with. But there's people out there that are like in the closet, right? And I could see why they're scared of coming out, because they don't want that backlash, right? Because people can be very judgmental. So should people be more open about their sexuality? If they can take the backlash, sure. If they can't, then no. Because I've got like gaydar, and I know I got gaydar for loads of streamers that I think are gay, that are too afraid to come out, and we're just totally fine. And I get it, because people are way too judgmental nowadays, especially about gay people. Like, if you're a lesbian, no, like everyone's like, oh, lesbians, oh, well, they're sexy. If you're a guy and you're gay, it's like, ugh. That's how it is for me.
I do think there is kind of like more of like a stigma put on like guys who are like more open to experimenting with guys, because it like makes them seem like less masculine. It's that toxic masculinity, and I applaud you, Grossgore, for.
Yeah, but listen, don't sit here saying, oh, well done for coming out. No, I'm like bisexual. I'm not like gay. I'm like, I like women a lot more. I just got.
Wait, bisexual? Do you like just kiss dudes as like a joke, or do you like?
I don't know. When I'm okay. Hey, listen. If you want me to answer honestly, like, I honestly think I can look at guys and be like, if they're good looking or not. And I just think when I'm drunk, dude, I just think like kissing is so fun and funny. That's just how I feel. It's just so fun and funny. Yeah, but I wouldn't be kissing anyone at this TwitchCon or anything, because if you kiss, I've got a feeling that like TwitchCon, if I kiss anybody, then they can be seen as sexual harassment, and they can go to crying on Twitter, and then I can be banned for group. So I'm not going to be doing anything with anybody out inside of Twitch, because it's just a big drama game.
Yeah. Get him off here. He's nothing to us now.
Useless.
Yeah, get out of here.
Shameless.
Yeah, I hope that we get to a place where like society is more willing to accept these conversations, especially because number one, sex is on every flat surface in every city in North America. Like, sex sells. It's in every TV show. It's in fucking breakfast cereals. It's in the products that we purchase. It's in the movies that we watch. But then when we actually want to talk about it,
sex is video games.
I can get
and they put sex in video games. Yeah,
true.
But then when you talk about it, people are like, "Well, now you're kind of taking it too far." And it's like, but
that's
it's
an
everywhere.
American mentality, though. If you go look at public TV in Europe, there's like naked people, and it's just like,
South America too.
Yeah,
South
it's like
America, TV shows, just titties everywhere.
It's the same thing with drinking. When you're in Greece, you're fucking 13. Your mother like hits you over the head if you don't drink your wine with dinner. So they're not like, we're gonna go to a rooftop and get drunk, dudes. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, this is just a part of life, and we control it, and we learn about it at an early age, and that's how I think, people should view sex and at a younger age, and like
I agree.
Just like, ease on into it. Don't make it some like big fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then it won't be some big crazy thing.
By the way,
I hate the.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, sweet. Pretty much, I have noticed this one thing about the UK. There's been a lot of parties, a lot of events, a lot of festivals. This Pride festivals. There's always a Pride festival going on recently, and it's like everyone goes there, gets drunk, and they celebrate. So that's a fucking good thing. And I also saw something on Reddit as well. It's like an AMA, teachers of Reddit. What's the best thing about nowadays? And apparently in schools, there's like way more like kids being open about being gay, which is great. So that's fucking great. So it is becoming a lot better. And I told you guys last time I was on this podcast, it was only last month, I picked my sister up from school, and there was two dads picking up their son, holding hands, and they were both fucking cute looking blokes, man, with this kid, and they got to this big Range Rover. They were rich dads, and I thought, you know what? They look great and cool together. And the kid was so happy.
You know
so
what? I want to have a threesome with them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, it is
pretty
gross we're talking about.
like, are you done taking a piss, bruv? Okay, so either way, I'm happy that the world's going better with sexuality. I think that people are starting to come out and no one really cares, which is the best thing. So that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
I hate so much the stigma of cover yourself up, your body is taboo, your body should be shamed. You know, I hate that in America. I think.
Oh wait,
should we talk about the breastfeeding?
Yeah, I was gonna say the breastfeeding thing. That was fucking hilarious though. That because everyone already knows what breastfeeding is. Why do we need to put it on Twitch? We don't need to, right? Am I wrong, guys?
Well, I think the point is that when you're breastfeeding a baby, it's not like your titty isn't sexual. That's like a mother providing food for her child. So like it's not like, oh, everyone knows who that is. It's this is not sexual. This should not get you banned.
That's true. But was it like a publicity stunt, or was it just like, oh, I just have to feed my kid at this time?
Yeah,
Wait,
I mean,
It was her drawing attention. It was her like trying to normalize it. So in a way, she was trying to draw attention to the issue.
Wait.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But how do you draw attention to issues without garnering publicity? Yeah, like how do you do it?
Well, if you take a gray area and you're trying to make a point, then you can get backlash. Is that backlash correct?
Guys.
Maybe not, but I mean, if you have rules on a fucking, a site where they can say, look, this is what we allow, this is what we don't allow, stand up and make a fucking, hold a fucking flag and say, this is what I believe in, but you are putting yourself at risk.
That's true, yeah.
But I know she got a lot of backlash from it. And I mean, I didn't read too much into it, but just from like a hot take, I think that she wasn't, I know a lot of people were saying, this was a publicity stunt. This is just to give her attention. But I do think it's an issue that needs more light shed on, personally.
Yeah, we really like to shame women for how they use their bodies. And there's almost no right way for a woman to use her body, period. If she's using it to like garner attention from men, that's inappropriate. If she's using it to nourish her child, that's inappropriate. Like,
if she's
what
using
is
it
the right
to cook
way?
me a steak, then that's the right way.
Look at you making me a sandwich,
it's just that
baby.
simple. Yeah, it's just that simple. I also think it's the absolute height of fucking narcissism that so many guys are like, she's popping her titty out because she wants to get like sexual attention from men. And it's like, no, she's actually just doing it for her baby. It has nothing to do with you watching. It has to do with like
sexual
normalizing
attention. I thought it was attention.
But guys,
I thought it was attention.
But guys, did this woman have to get on Twitch, turn a stream on, and be like, right, I'm going to breastfeed on Twitch? Is that appropriate? Like, does she need to do that? We all know what breastfeeding is. We all know breastfeeding's fine. And no one complain. I see no one in the streets complaining that breastfeeding's a bad thing. So why?
It happens all the time.
Really?
It does all the time. Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I would say like
no,
generally women have to cover up or are meant to cover
Hold
up.
up. So InvaderVie, InvaderVie's saying that people in your area, they complain about women breastfeeding in public. What the?
In
Right?
North America, absolutely.
Jesus.
United States, I think it's a little bit worse than in Canada. In
Who's
Canada, we're a
complaining?
little bit more okay.
Is it the men complaining, or is it like everybody?
It is other women.
It's
other
just-
women too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
what are they saying? It's
traditional
gross? What are they
people.
saying? I don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Pretty much exactly what you're saying, Grossgore. Like they're saying that this isn't appropriate, but then the connotation in that is that you're doing something wrong by breastfeeding. And there isn't anything wrong with breastfeeding. There's
I'm
no
not saying
shame in it.
No, listen, I'm not, dude, I love women when they breastfeed. Congratulations, they're great. I love it, right? They can all breastfeed in public. I don't care. Some woman coming onto Twitch and making a stand, I just think that's inappropriate because it's like, this is a gaming platform, so why the hell are you advertising
can't
this?
say that it's a gaming platform.
That's my problem.
That argument
If
doesn't
that's
work
okay, then-
anymore.
I think if shit like the squats with your ass right in front of the camera is fine, then breastfeeding your fucking child on stream is fine. Personally, like if it was just a gaming platform, then yes, don't fucking feed your kid with your titties on stream.
I
Whatever.
think the outrage over it is a little bit ridiculous, and I think that she's being like shamed for it in a very like ridiculous way, and being told that she's like exploiting her kid and stuff like that. Like I think that's a little bit overboard, but I can see like the gray area. Like yeah, technically it is against TOS in some ways, I guess. Like I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just like opening up that gray area. It's like yeah, I get that they allow it on YouTube, but
the biggest
YouTube
problem
isn't
with
a great
things like
standard.
this is we just don't know the intention, so it's always kind of like guessing. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, that's true.
Right.
Some things are black and white. Some things are like, well, you know, we think this is okay, but what was the intention behind it? And that's when it's always like up for, you know, discussion and guessing.
Interpretation.
I would agree with that.
A little
Wait,
off topic, but I'm
Going
curious.
back. Oh yeah, go
I
ahead.
know in the South we have a lot of like at our local airport. There's a mother's room. Have you guys seen these?
I have not. Wait, what
Yeah.
state do you live in?
For like
I'm in
breast.
If you don't mind me asking.
I live in Arkansas, yeah. So here in Northwest
Okay.
Arkansas, in a few places, I've seen mothers' rooms, and they do have like I've never been in one, but I presume it's got a nice place to sit down and breastfeed your baby, and probably baby supplies. I have no clue. Maybe a baby changing station or something. But I think that's so bizarre that we don't have transgendered bathrooms around here, but we do have a place for a mom to go breastfeed, and it's like right next door at the airport. It's right next door to the pet relieving place. So I'm like, what is the message here? What do you do? I don't have no clue. Like, I cannot, even as a 45-year-old man born in 1974, I cannot imagine what the problem is with breastfeeding in public. I have no earthly clue. Cover up your breast. Don't cover up your breast. Who gives a shit? You're feeding your fucking child. Why would I give a fuck?
I agree. Go ahead, Grossy.
Well, I was going to ask a random question. What was it like living through the 80s? Because I've always wanted to ask someone, what was it like? What was the 80s like? Because real quick answer, what was the 80s like, Boogie, growing up?
It was shitty. Because I grew up in Southwest Virginia, and it was like very backwards there. Like you mentioned, like the openly gay kids in school. There was one kid who didn't mean to be openly gay, but he just obviously was gay. He fit some of the stereotypes, I guess.
Yeah.
And the amount of hell that kid got. I just feel so bad for him every day. He grew up to do very well for himself. He's up in New York. He's a very happy person, but the nightmare that it was for him. And I can only imagine how many kids were closeted gay or bi that I went to school with. And it sucked. I mean, it was a shit show.
Before we score this round, I have one more question for Grossgore, and I think you've talked about this on stream before, but you're interested in sounding. Was there a backlash when you came out about that as well? For those not familiar with sounding.
The urethra fucking?
Yeah.
What?
For those not familiar with sounding.
Okay, hold up. Wait, hold up.
I'm back. What happened?
Are we
We're talking
referring
about
to? Are you? Yeah, it's called like
Sounding.
object insertion, right, into the dick hole, right? Yeah. What about it? Go ahead.
No, I was just curious, like if whenever you talked about that, if you received like the same sort of like backlash.
No, the only time I was open about it was on Raja's show the other day, and I haven't streamed since. So
So you haven't got any backlash for it?
Like, we're still on this sexuality topic. I've been about sexuality, man. It's a bit different, but the same. Like, mate, dude, I'm just gonna be a bit open. I can take shit. I'm 27. The older I get, the more experience I get. I can take like my getting kicked in the balls. That don't affect me at all. I find it real hot. Also, an object down the dick hole like a nail. That is so hot. So a bit of a freak.
How
but that's
long
about
of
it.
an object? Like what if you like straightened out like a paper clip? Like how?
Oh
how,
God, that's sharp.
Like how?
Oh man, it's
Hold on.
Like what kind of objects
don't try to
use
kill me
for
here,
it?
Casey.
No,
man.
I'm just wondering, like, what
You should not
is there
insert
like?
anything into your body that is.
Are there
know,
sex
I
toys
know,
specifically
I know.
for sounding?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's
What
like.
about-
Okay,
sex
let me
toys.
tell you this. I've only tried like long nails on a woman. That's it. That's all I've ever tried. So that's it. I've never really tried an object. I've only tried a long nail, but I could feel like an object.
So you have stuck a nail in.
No, I haven't done it. A woman's. Oh, look at Boogie. I think he's upset.
Like straight up, like I've had a catheter once, and I have no clue how you would derive any pleasure.
Check
from
this
that.
out. Hey, let me say something. Okay, here in the UK, right, we've got like STI checkups, right, like STD checkups. We go there, right. So they want to do like a few things. They want to take your blood. They want to make you piss. In like a little bottle or something, and also they want to put like a cotton earbud. I don't know what you guys call cotton earbuds. Swab.
Yeah.
They want to put the tip in the dick hole, but all my friends are like, no, I'm the only guy that's like, yep, no problem. No
Get
problem.
in there.
Like, dude, I'm so like, yeah, let's go.
So-
Because they could check for a lot of like STIs there and then with the swab, but my friends always say no. But yeah, so that's a fucking good thing, I guess.
You know what docking is?
No, what is that?
Oh yeah.
Will you
Dogging is-
describe
When you
it?
take
Yummy.
your
I
uncircumcised
like
penis and you put a
I've heard about this.
penis inside of it,
Yeah, that's
and
weird.
that creates like a bridge.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Oh
that,
yeah. Aw.
I know someone who
That's
loves
kind of
docking.
romantic though. Yeah. Is your
That
boyfriend?
sounds romantic. That's a deep intimacy.
Sounds like it would be really
It's your
easy
dad,
with the
Kat.
morbidly
He told me when I
obese.
fucked him.
My dad is.
We can
Okay.
get on to Boogie versus Andy.
Yeah, I think we're good to move on
That
now.
is perfect.
Boogie
Grossgore
versus
gets
Andy.
5 points for talking about dick hole.
Yes.
Nice.
That's fair. That's fair.
Nice, Grossy.
Love it, bro.
I don't have a dickhole to talk about, guys. I'm sorry.
All right, so both of you have been
Get a
making
dickhole,
content
idiot.
and been in entertainment for over a decade. What has been your experience making content for so long? Have there been any unique challenges being on the older side of Twitch streamers?
It's
To
really
Andy and Boogie.
hard to stay relevant. And so that's going, like, I can't believe that I've been even remotely relevant for 13 years since I created my YouTube channel. And I feel I watched so many, like, I feel like I'm probably at the tail end of now, but maybe I'll rebound, who knows? But it's so fascinating to watch so many of the greats, like, fall apart, the people that were creating channels after me and, like, getting famous in 2011, 2012, and then failing. And people still watch. 100,000 people watch each video I upload. That's fascinating. Still get 1,000 people when I live stream. That's fascinating to me. And I think it's really interesting because you have to change your content as likes and the audience changes. But on top of that, I've gone through some tremendous mental health changes, some physical changes, some life status, marriage status changes. Gone from being absolutely poor to living in my dream home here in Arkansas. And so trying to balance all of that is just, and I think it's especially difficult for me because I am batshit mentally ill crazy. So
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you. You and Cutie Cinderella have a lot in common.
I think we all do.
So I feel like one thing that's helped me a lot is, like, when I got my MTV show, it was because of internet videos I did a really long fucking time ago, and it was I guess way easier to stand out then because it was like a little bit before YouTube, and there wasn't that many people creating content at that point of themselves just doing stupid shit. So when that kind of popped off, and then I got on Jimmy Kimmel's show, and I did some high profile stuff, like my show got tons of publicity. I did some movies and stuff. I feel like I'm a complete internet addict, so when any new platform comes out, I'm always on top of it. Even stupid stuff like Vine, I just went crazy on it before it got like super watered down. And Twitch was kind of a lucky thing for me because I was on Twitch as a hobby when it was just video games. I was gonna make a stab at like really doing a YouTube channel and blowing up a YouTube channel, but the whole YouTube meta was just like vloggers and very generic content and like, hey guys, I'm eating an avocado today. Have you ever seen an avocado before? Comment below. And like that was the type of shit that was getting popular. So I was trying to do some different comedy shit that wasn't really resonating, and then that's when the whole IRL section came out, and my first like full camera stream that wasn't playing games, even though I was just doing it part-time, went from like 150 viewers to like my first one was like 1,200 viewers. And then IRL came out and I kind of like went crazy for a couple of years on it. I guess my biggest challenge is feeling like I know what direction I want to go in. I kind of am jealous of people who are going super hard on Twitch. That's all they care about, and they put a lot of effort into it, and they're doing well. I wish I knew, but not knowing and feeling like I'm leaving a lot behind by not working more and putting more time into kind of the stuff that could be bigger projects like a Netflix show or a Hulu show or a new comedy show. I feel like a lot of times where I'm like, I'm wasting time. Like even IRL, I love going to different countries, but when I'm not in another country and I'm walking around, I'm just bopping around town. I could be doing so much more creative shit. So I'm not worried about where I'm going to go to stay relevant, where I'm going to go to make money. I'm not really worried about that. I'm just worried about like, am I using my time wisely, and how can I be a full-time streamer and just really start working at other bigger projects so I have a lot of things on different burners, Wow.
I feel like you're telling us there's going to be a big Andy creative spike soon.
I think so. I really do.
Yeah.
Dude, you didn't even have to dye your hair pink and make prank YouTube videos on the internet to stay relevant. Look at you.
So, like, whenever you first started, because I like remember, did you have a website?
Yeah, there was a website that I was on.
And then you got the MTV show, like, basically from stuff from your website, right?
Yeah, it was actually my friend Brian Lynch's website, and he's actually a really sick writer. He wrote Secret Life of Pets and Minions, and he writes a lot of big movies. But at the time, he was making independent films with like Kevin Smith, and I kind of like became good friends with Jay from Jay and Silent Bob, and I was roommates with him, and I kind of like was in that world of people, and he saw one of my websites that I did on my own, and he thought it was funny, and he wanted different sections of his website, so he invited me to join on his website, and I just had a bunch of videos on it, and that's how I got discovered. Actually,
that is really interesting, because you've been like making videos like for before YouTube. It's just like interesting.
Yeah,
like, how did you do it before YouTube was around? It's like you did your own website.
I had like one of the first fucking webcams. And I had 3 separate links. I had a WMV file for PCs. I had an MOV file for Macs. And then I had a zip file for people whose internet wasn't good enough to stream the video so they could download it and watch it. And I had to upload 3 different versions every time and edit my own fucking section.
And I'm like, and you did this all by yourself? Like, I don't know. It's just, it's like now you just put it on YouTube.
And you had a BlackBerry too. That was important.
Yeah, the best. Yeah, for sure. The best thing is when I got recognized from Jimmy Kimmel and I started working in LA. A casting director who was kind of like ahead of the time saw one of my internet videos of me rapping, and she said, "Hey, we want you to audition for this movie. Where do you live? Blah blah blah," asking me all these details. She had no idea it was on Jimmy Kimmel Live because I wasn't really that high profile, being on it once in a while. So she had no idea I was in LA. She had no idea I was in entertainment. She just saw this video, and I went and auditioned, and I got the part, and it was the movie Waiting. So it was so dope that like I got discovered twice from internet videos, and the other one didn't even know about the other one. So that felt good.
That's awesome, yeah.
I have a cell phone eye.
You know that video?
That might be my favorite video on the internet, actually.
Excellent. All right, so we have the energy's been pretty chill up to this point, okay, and it's about to start to heat up here because in the next round we've got Cutie Cinderella versus Katerino. And when I say heat up, I don't mean like in a sexual way. I mean that there's about to be a roast.
We already had the sexual content.
Okay, yeah. So let's hear you guys roast each other.
Are you excited?
Oh yeah. No, let me start.
Okay, you can start. Fine.
I just have a question. Did you ask an adult to sign your participation waiver today?
No, my mom was out of state. Okay, I forged a signature, let's be honest. I'm 19.
Okay.
Okay.
Cutie, I think it's really appropriate that you're silver in league, considering you're always used to coming in second place. You get it? It's like silver's number 2, and you suck at league also, so it's like a double burn.
Because we talked about second. Yeah, I get it. We talked about second place, but I think I was on Raj first, and then you went on Raj, and then I went to Miss Kif's house first, and then you went to Miss Kif's house, and then I fucked him, and then oh wait, he doesn't fuck guys, so he didn't fuck you.
Yeah, but he didn't fuck you either, Cutie. Okay, you slept in the closet. Let's be honest. Okay, we all know. We know your dirty little secret.
Hey,
you slept sniffing his boxers on the closet. We know.
But he still came home to me. He would rather go to a mental institute than come home to you in his bed.
That is true. Okay.
Any eggers?
Any eggers?
Wait, hold on, really quick.
Yeah.
I just want to say before we continue, it's kind of interesting, right? Are you guys familiar with the concept of birthright? How Jewish people have the opportunity to go to Israel, right? Okay, InvaderVie gave me an insane look there, but that's fine. Anyway, I was just saying, it seems like right now, every e-girl has a moment where they go to Austin. And is that in the cards for InvaderVie too, or is that?
Damn, it should.
I was DMing somebody. I was DMing somebody who lives in Austin, and he was like, "Come right now." And my only response was, "But I already put on my pajamas. I simply couldn't." I'll never tell.
So I didn't mean to.
I'll let him reveal.
It's okay, Cutie. I'm sorry that you went to you went to Texas to try to sleep with Miz and he made you sleep in his closet, and then you tried to sleep with Eric too and he chose Hillsby over you. I'm really sorry that happened to you. I feel really bad.
Kate, I saw the clip of Miz looking at your ass. I'm curious, did he ever find it?
No, he didn't check. Sorry. Okay, Cutie. I wrote some roasts. Okay, I planned.
Oh my god, you shit!
I was trying to be like you, because you have to plan everything for content because you can't think on the spot.
I know that Miskiff wrote these roasts for you because you don't have content without him.
Oh no, Miskiff. Miskiff. Okay, I am like second to Miskiff at least. Okay, so don't think these are gonna be Miskiff quality. Please don't. Okay, you're gonna.
So they won't be good. Okay.
Oh, they're not gonna be good, but they're there.
I was trying to make a dig at Miss Kid.
Sorry, I didn't hear it. You could say it again if you want. Okay.
That's it.
Cutie reminds me a lot of Monica from Friends. She's really paranoid. She bakes things to hide her insecurities, and she'll probably end up with a chubby guy who's more awkward than he is funny.
Is that me?
Holy facts, it's true.
Self-deprecation. I want an extra point for that.
Hey, Kate. I just have a question. When are your balls gonna drop?
Cutie, as soon as you open your mouth wide enough.
Good one.
I'm in it too.
Kate, I'm waiting.
Okay, I'm sorry. I really worked hard on these. I thought of them an hour before the show, so are you impressed?
I'm ready.
Okay. I was watching The Bachelor the other day, and I thought to myself, if I had a genie, the 3 wishes I'd make would be world peace, ending world hunger, and wishing you could finally find a guy so that I can actually watch The Bachelor again.
Oh, man. It was really nice of Miskiff and E-Rob to babysit you for a month.
Yeah,
really
my mom paid him off. So.
Super nice. I'm curious, like, going back to the puberty question, because most people hit puberty when they're 14, so I'm confused why you haven't hit it at 19.
Oh, no, I'm actually 12. I don't know if you knew, but yeah. I'll be 13 in May. So,
stop it, Katerino! Destiny can't get any harder into your DMs. Quit it.
Okay, listen. We're not trying to...
Hey, that's another question. How does it feel to be the only boy in Destiny's harem? Is that what you guys call it? Is that what the club is? Harem?
Listen, I'm not in his harem, okay? I'm his son. Can you get it right, please?
I think that would have been too far. I won't say that one.
DM it to me, okay? DM it to me.
Okay,
hey, Cutie,
I'm ready for the next one. Yeah.
I heard you were paying for one of your mods' flights to TwitchCon. I got confused. Aren't the White Knights supposed to pay for you and not the other way around? I think you're doing it wrong.
You're not actually paying for someone's flight, are you, girl?
He's done a lot for me. He is underage, and he wouldn't go to TwitchCon otherwise. So I am just being nice.
Damn,
he's fucking flaming me for it.
Is that why you keep bringing up my age? Because you're into underage kids?
Oh, yeah.
You like to date 12-year-olds? Oh my god, I'm so flattered. Holy shit. You should start your own harem. I can be your first contestant. Aww.
Kate, I just want to say, your personality is as interesting as your background.
That's true. That's true. And it's my only content. So basically you can I have none is what I'm trying to
Yeah, it's a good that was the joke I made, Kate. And somehow you made it worse. Well, it's just like when you put on makeup, somehow you look worse.
I don't know how, okay? I put on eyeliner today. I tried my best. This is about the best I can look. I'll be honest.
I'm honestly very entertained. I'm like, when do I end this?
When I get a good roast, Kate, that's not.
I'm sorry. I have fun. That's how I can stand these. Okay.
You're already my sloppy seconds. You can't do much worse than that.
Dude, hey, at least I got invited to Ms. Gifts instead of leeching onto Hill's Beast trip.
Oh, shit. Sorry. At least I got invited back, and you never will be.
Yeah, probably right. You're
you can't just say that. You have to banter. God damn it.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm very entertained.
What's the matter, Cutie? You were in the mood to wear your straitjacket today?
Even if I wore a straight jacket, I'd look better than you do right now, Kate.
Yeah, probably. At my Freddy Kruegers. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Katerino, you definitely stole that sweater off of somebody who was trying to kill me in my dreams last night.
Yeah, it was. You're next, baby. Come on. Okay. From watching Cutie stream. Oh wait, sorry.
Oh god.
People say that Twitch TOS can be really restrictive and limiting, but I think we've come a long way considering Cutie is usually allowed to stream from inside the insane asylum she's at. So, good on them.
So bad.
I'm trying my best. What the hell?
Yeah, your best is shit, Kate.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Okay, well, listen, Cutie, you literally look like everyone's bitch ex-girlfriend that they left when they realized they could do better. Those crazy eyes aren't doing much for you, okay?
Kate, you look like no one's ex-girlfriend because no one's ever wanted to date you.
Yeah, I look like everyone's ex-boyfriend, Cutie. Come on, let's be honest.
You died! You're so bad
All right, one more from each of you. Let's please shoot this dog in the fucking head, metaphorically. One more from each of you guys.
Okay.
Kate goes first because she wrote hers down.
No, I'm trying to pick my favorite one because I have a lot more, honestly. I could rapid fire if you want.
Please
I can rapid fire. To me. I will DM them to you. Okay. Which one do I like? I like to. Okay, ready? Miskiff told me a lot about you, Cutie, and he said if you've ever seen Cutie in real life, you know she's a lot like the mattress ads. She seems impressive at first glance, but then when you leave with bed bugs, you got to question why you were there to begin with.
Wow.
Also, how is your chest that flat? Like, did your parents use you as a fucking ironing board or something?
Okay.
Are we done?
You must.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let me think for a second. I didn't.
Do you want me to put another one?
No. I don't need another one. I don't need another bad joke from you, Kate.
Oh, okay. Well, I never knew your last name was Witch, Cutie. Oh, my bad. I was thinking Blair Witch, but I'm sure you get that all the time.
Oh shit.
I'm here all day, baby.
Do you ever you must have a hard time walking down the street because of all the school buses that pull over to pick you up to take you to school.
Not as many as short buses that try to pick you up, Cutie. So.
Well, you probably get more weird looks just trying to use the women's restroom, right?
Yeah, you probably get more weird looks. People thinking you're Billy Joel from Green Day. You know, like you got the emo eyeliner, you got the black hair, the whiny voice, everything.
That was okay.
Honestly, this is very entertaining. I can't stop.
I think I know a song written about you, Kate.
What is it?
I Am the Walrus by the Beatles. I don't know the similarities there. Mostly in the face.
Cutie, I heard you have a fetish. Someone told me you like cosplaying as yourself and acting like a total bitch all the time. Is this true?
Please make this stop.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Cutie.
All right.
Impressed with each and every one of you.
Will the robot score? We can move on. I'm sorry. Honestly, I enjoyed it.
I think
Katerino, 5 points. QT, 4. You have to up your game.
Get fucked!
Get fucked!
Did she sleep at your house too on her way? Like, trying to find a home?
Yeah, I'm making stops all the way around.
Come on! I did not
I'm an
lose
asexual robot.
You're
am
lying.
objective in terms of scoring.
You're a piece of shit, robot.
Come on, you're supposed to roast me, okay? That was like the best one you've had this whole time.
Just
Just calling the robot a piece of shit.
Kate.
All right.
Okay, right.
We're moving on to the group question.
Thank you.
That was group question.
Point because you would cry about it and I wouldn't. So.
What the hell? I would not cry, okay? I would not.
I do not cry.
I would not cry, okay?
It's fine.
The group question.
A really bad joke. Sorry.
We have similar chest size, so I thought the robot would give me a point, but whatever.
You and the robot? Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. You also have similar personalities.
A group question. So once again, we're going to the chat for this one. All right, everybody, we're back in it. I know everybody's on the edge of their seats after the extreme tension there between us two, but we're bringing it down to fun, reality. No more pain. It's all fun from here on out. Argue why you are the most woke.
Oh my god. Well, I'm friends with Destiny. I talk to him like every day, so I win, right?
What is weed every day?
Wait, hold on. What is woke?
If you don't know what woke means, then you ain't woke.
I actually have an argument, okay? Because I was born in 1974.
Oh God.
Okay, Grandpa.
Really old enough to be Kate's grandpa, quite literally, okay? I have had to do the most changing and the most actually waking. So whereas most of you guys are probably more progressive than I am because I'm an old dumb fuck, okay? When I was a kid, like every racial stereotype was just that was just factual, and gay people were fully closeted, and I had to unlearn all that negative shit. And I still have plenty to unlearn, don't get me wrong. But from the person I started as to the person I am, I have woken the fuck up.
Can we also wake up Grossgore because he doesn't know what woke means?
Fuck off, what does it mean?
Okay, chat, he's like, please help.
Does woke mean understanding
Rosie,
how the
always
world...
relying on his subscribers.
Does
like
woke
having
mean,
a
like,
deeper understanding of the world.
Yeah, and seeing the fake shit and stuff. Yeah,
I think a lot of people maybe have less experience than me. I had like just my life. I've had more real times than fake Twitch times, fake entertainment times. I've just had a ton of jobs that I think are like kind of character building. And I think I have a pretty good view of the world and philosophy. And I think a lot of these Twitch streamers, I think InvaderVie's got something up in that noggin. But I feel like with my experience and just how I view the world is a little bit more down to earth and woke than a lot of people who are just like living this weird Twitch world and kind of not in tune with the world as much.
Okay. I highly disagree. Again, I want to say, like, I believe woke is having thoughts that maybe other people haven't had. So, like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg both told me to smoke weed every day. And so I do that. And I have had thoughts that maybe you've never thought about. Like, what if your teeth were flaccid until you had to eat and then they hardened?
But Cutie, that's not very woke of you because you're just listening to the
media.
You
just listen to his instructions. They brainwashed you into thinking that you need to smoke weed every day instead of making music with maybe every other day. Because when I sing the song, I change the lyrics to my own. I'm like, smoke weed every other day.
Well, I just heard that I'm supposed to smoke weed every other day, and so
Ironic
I'm gonna start doing that, and that will make me woke.
Nice.
I mean,
I feel like I completely woke up when I started working at the hot dog factory in the continuous wiener operation.
Nice.
As the continuous wiener operator, that was very eye-opening to me.
You girls can have that fucking ring light right up to your fucking eyelids and you wouldn't be woke.
Listen, okay, I'm the youngest of this crew, and I think it is a fact that the newer the generation, right, the more woke and PC and SJW we get. So
yeah, PC and SJW isn't woke though. That's a fucking condition.
I mean, but okay,
I'm
that's bullshit.
gonna say woke was invented by millennials, and I am a millennial, so henceforth I am woke.
No, millennials didn't invent shit.
Is QT a millennial?
Sure? Yeah.
How old are you, Cutie?
Oh, I thought you were older.
25. What?
Oh no, I'm a decade older than Katerino. I'm the old one.
You're 29?
Yeah, I'm 29. Yeah.
Damn. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. I have lots of life, but that's the thing. I have tons of life experience. I think I've like done lots of weird jobs. I've seen lots of places. I've met a bunch of weird fucking people, but it didn't haggard me. I'm not like drowned down by all of my experience. I'm able to stay bouncy and youthful. That's a type of wokeness,
awesome.
perhaps even.
I
Not that
am
optimism.
drowned down.
I mean, well,
I look older than you.
I like on a serious note, I am pretty young, and like V, I've had a lot of life experiences that were really rough to deal with, like a lot.
What, high school last year?
My dad died actually. But,
Oh god! Andy!
I'm not gonna hit that trump card.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's actually okay. But I've had to deal with life experiences, and I've had to, I've had hardships and other stuff I don't want to talk about on screen, but I feel like when people see like V too, they see like happy, bubbly girl, very lively. They think she's never been through anything. She's dumb, whatever. But I think V and I both have in common that like we have seen a lot and been through a lot. I mean, I don't have as much life experience. Which,
Going through
you know,
personal
I will, but-
experiences, like, maybe can make you some form of woke, but I think it's more about, like, worldview shit.
Yeah.
I think it's
but-
more about being in tune with the world. Like, all these entitled streamers, if they fucking open their eyes for 2 seconds, would realize how many people in this world are fucking struggling. And I think people are really just not in tune with that. When you hear these entitled people with, like, their sub count and donations and shit like this, I think like you would see more appreciation and you would see better personalities if you really were in touch with how many people in this world are completely fucking struggling on a big level.
Yeah. And like absolutely
everyone has
destitute.
their struggles for sure.
And like,
Gross, you have a...
Yeah, I'm just trying to still understand what woke means. Like, so pretty much what woke is, just to clarify, it's like, so I can, like, so people that live the real world, right, and not the fucking internet world, right? That's kind of woke.
Kind of. I think that woke
It's
is
like
more
an
about like
understanding
understanding.
of the world.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah,
understanding the
understand
like
the real world.
subsystems that are in place, moving things around. This
Yeah,
isn't about like a conspiracy about a certain.
Honestly, I would say I'm woke, but not like compared to Andy, because the older you are, surely the more woke you are. I think like Boogie and Andy.
Not necessarily. There's a lot of fucking
No.
ignorant people
I'm
that are old.
pretty
Are you
woke.
kidding me?
But like,
They're
what annoys me though, can I say something? There's streamers out there that have, I'm not naming names, but like streamers out there that have like 7k subs, 10k subs, 20k subs, and these guys just stream every day, and they're streaming that like, I don't know what, bro, they could be playing like fucking real life Monopoly if they just fucking did it right. Because here in the UK, they could just be buying houses like that. Like I don't know what they're doing. 'Cause I don't know if they're woke or not, but either way, I think they're just saving their money. But shit, man, that just gets me so hard. Yeah.
Whoa.
And woke is often associated with politics, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could form that, but I mean, I don't know. I think politics are complete fucking AIDS. I mean, especially people who, you know, their whole fucking day, they're just trying to like pass off opinion as fact,
Andy.
and like people are just arguing complete bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't
Andy,
know.
real quick, do you get annoyed or anything when Hassan and Destiny start talking politics? Do you get a bit bored? Yes or no?
100%.
Oh, thank God! I thought it was the only one.
I
I
just
thought I was the only one. I get so bored.
Maybe woke is just a concept that's been fed through us through the chemtrails, and really none of us are woke.
No. Chemtrails makes frogs gay. That's what the chemtrails.
Listen,
Right.
wokeness. The reason why it's hard to decipher what wokeness is because it's just one word, and it could describe a million different things. And there's so many different ways to play semantics against it. So I guess it's just like you have to kind of come up with your own definition based on like what the actual definition is, and it really just stretches out so far because words are just like one fucking thing that could describe a million different things, and everybody's, you know, perspective on life and the world is so fucking completely different and abstract from one another. So we kind of have to make our own sense out of every definition.
Yeah,
I feel like I know enough to
wow.
know there's a ton that I have no fucking clue about.
Well,
Yeah,
Andy's
just
learning
enough
this
to be like,
much.
I have no idea.
Every
I think that's the thing
religion,
about. Go ahead.
every religion is wrong. This is all a
Every
simulation. The only guiding force in the universe is entropy,
Yeah.
is the
All you
human
have to do is
experience.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this is just stuff I believe. So
No, this is like old school sci-fi stuff.
Belief.
Yeah, it's all the conspiracy
intelligence. The Robert Anton Wilson says only the madman is absolutely sure, and belief is the death of intelligence. When you completely believe one thing, you lock it away in a fucking safe, and you don't become smarter on that topic. So if you completely believe one thing, then how do you grow? How do you learn more about that topic?
Well, Andy, you know I'm a notorious fence sitter, so I'm willing to change my opinion as long as somebody in this room will like me if they
Okay, anti-woke.
Keep in mind, right?
Anti-woke.
I think part of being woke is realizing that you can't ever fully be woke. You know, like you always have stuff to learn, experiences to
I
understand,
kind
and
of
to
hate that we're
experience.
saying woke. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I fucking
well,
hate
what
it.
do you want to use?
again.
Present another word.
I don't know.
Like,
It's just like
I don't
too
know.
much
I guess
right
It's
now.
also just
It's
traditionally
like-
used not for white people.
Yeah,
I
I think that a lot of being woke is accepting that you're not and that you have a lot to learn.
Also, Boogie, it sounded like you're describing the Matrix. I swear, bro.
I absolutely no longer believe that it's like a computer. So, all right, if you go back and look at the Book of Genesis, some of the early drafts, early translations of the Book of Genesis describe the universe as like land rising out of the water because water was like everywhere, right? And the sky is made of water and it's held up on pillars and stuff. And the reason it was written that way is because the people that experienced the world at that time understood rocks, water, pillar, right? Now we describe the universe as a simulation because we understand computers, we understand simulation, but that's no more correct than rock, pillars, and water was. But what I'm trying to say is this is manufactured, it is created, and there is some sort of creator, and nobody has it right. Nobody has really like an idea of what that is, but it's definitely not the Matrix. It's not robots using as batteries or some bullshit like that. I do think all of this is designed for entertainment purpose for somebody, maybe for us, or maybe for the person that created it to watch it. Maybe it's a game of Sims, or maybe it's a giant playground for our consciousnesses. And I don't know, but I do know that it's not.
So you're saying that we're in Minecraft?
Clear as Sims, right? Yeah.
That's just
Right.
one guess out of billions, though. You know what I mean? That's why
I'm no more correct than anybody else in this chat. This is just what I currently think.
Yeah, yeah.
Andy, go ahead.
Like for me, when it comes to big life topics about the universe, having a firm belief is like saying I'm gonna go play one of those carnival wheels with like 1 million or fucking billion numbers on it, spin it, and I know it's gonna turn out on number 24 out of millions. Instead of realizing that it's a complete gamble, it's a complete guess. Yeah, you might have some kind of intuition to back up like, oh, okay, you know, I know a little bit about this, so I'm gonna make an educated guess on it, but it's all a spin of the wheel and a guess. So when people are so fucking firm about like, this is the answer, I feel like that's very fucking naive. It's completely naive.
That's the opposite of
we never really know.
Yeah.
Like,
It makes
it's
people feel very
really hard to
comfortable,
know.
though. It makes people feel comfortable to like sit in their beliefs. And when you try to question that, they feel incredibly unsettled.
Yeah.
Because they're like, don't take those beliefs away from me. It's the foundation of how I live my fucking life.
Well,
So it's not always comfortable.
Red pill, though.
Some
They need-
people,
Go back to
some people need to rely on that belief, though. They need that faith to keep going because when bad things happen to them, they need that comfort, that peace of mind that everything's going to be okay, that someone's watching over them. Because otherwise, to a lot of people, they'd be alone in the world.
They don't need that. That's what's feeding them and making them
but
comfortable. But they could have
think they
a
need
healthy attitude, and they could have a healthier thing that fuels them, or a healthier kind of view of the world that makes them feel safe. If they're relying on something that's like such a fucking heavy crutch that's doing nothing good for them, then they need to find a new fucking crutch.
Yeah. People don't believe in themselves enough. They're always willing to believe in something else, but not really themselves, which is terrible.
I grew up thinking I was supposed to be a Christian preacher, and then I lost my faith as an early teen. And I've always been jealous of the people I know who get to have that, like that best friend that they can pray to in the sky, and like he's going to make their wishes come true and shit, right? Like I miss that kind of comfort. I wish I had that comfort still. So I would never want to take that away from somebody. If you believe in a magic cloud wizards that listens to your wishes and like helps you and your family and shit, like go for it, dude. Like have comfort of that. If you do nice things and when you die, you get to go to a cloud heaven and get to hang out with a cloud wizard. Like great, like. That brings you comfort. I would never want to take that away.
It's a cliche phrase, but you know, fucking religion is the opiate of the masses. That's fucking very true. People feel good because they feel like they have a purpose. They feel like there's something more, and that's what gets them out of the bed every day. And I guess, you know, if that's going to make you live in your happy bubble, that's fine. I kind of am envious of it too. If I never had to have the fear of nothingness after we died just removed from my head, I'd give all my fucking money out. And I'd give all $20. I
don't know, but is
take my
ignorance
$20.
bliss? Like, would you rather be ignorant and happy than
Yes.
really aware and?
No,
I would love to
agree
be
with
so stupid and so happy.
I don't
I
think
I
agree
really
with
would.
that.
I would
I
love
would
it.
like to feel like I'm kind of like, you know, even though you have highs and lows, letting your mind be completely in exploration mode and having all these scary ups and downs of exploring, like, you know, research about the universe and just like the fear of fucking death, to be like it's almost like zombifying yourself, to be like a happy zombie and not really have a real, you're one shot in this world and having a little bit of a real touch with reality. Like I wouldn't do it.
I agree.
I would like to know what it's like to be excited about things like, oh, a new movie's coming out. I'm excited for that movie. I'm not currently experiencing any existential dread. I can just go watch this film. It'll be great. I would like to know what it's like to eat a piece of food and enjoy the food and like watch a show and enjoy the show and not constantly be anxious and misery. And so if you could plug me back into the Matrix, if I could beat Cypher and if I had to like murder Morpheus to get back into the fucking Matrix, I would do it. I wouldn't think twice. Yeah,
Not
I'd
like
do it.
this.
Yeah, what the hell?
All right. So Andy
Well,
won.
so the round is scored. Yeah, Andy's
Andy's
Look at that, over
Andy,
50%
crazy
of the vote.
So woke, Andy.
Hey, we woke out here, gang shit.
Too woke.
But
Lean and rap, bro. How did this happen to me?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
The next question is for Boogie and Grossgore mainly. Here we go. Whether it's Reddit, Twitter, or even Twitch chat, both of you always have haters coming at you for the things you say. Argue why you get shit on more by the internet.
Go on then, Boogie.
I think the reason I have so number one, obviously I've made more than my share of mistakes in the fucking 30 years I've been online, obviously, right? I've been online since like 1992. So I've made more than my fair share of mistakes because I'm definitely not a perfect person. But then there was a period of time where I was very much like, I don't know, people have called me, I've never agreed to this title, but the Mr. Rogers of YouTube, or just an older man trying to preach decency and common sense, and obviously in the meantime I'm still just as imperfect as anybody else. So if you compare me to the character you thought I was as opposed to the real person I am, it's such a bizarre contrast to hear me make an edgy joke, to watch me do something cringy, to watch me say something stupid or do something stupid, or God forbid some of the actual mistakes I've made, like the stupid Holocaust thing I said on the Ralph Retort or stuff like that, right? And so it becomes jarring. It becomes very, very jarring. And people who looked up to me as a really nice guy then find out that I'm human, or God forbid make mistakes that not your average human would make in this position, then it's horribly painful for them. And so those people genuinely believe they're doing a good thing by trying to take me down, or trying to destroy my career, or trying to destroy my life, or trying to get me to kill myself, because here's a person that they once thought was Mr. Rogers. Now it turns out that he'll make an edgy joke. He'll make a big mistake. He'll say something horribly stupid and painful and damaging, and they feel personally violated by that.
yeah.
And since they feel personally violated by it, they want to have revenge on that, or maybe they want to prevent other people from feeling the same way. And so I have like this people who actively like try to destroy me because I get it. They think they're the good guy and they think I'm the bad guy. Whereas I personally think I'm just an average asshole who, you know, has a lot of problems and has way too loud of a voice for somebody with my kind of problems at the end of the day. And I kind of get it. I fully understand. The people who've spent the last 3 years of their lives daily posting about me on Reddit, daily posting about me on Twitter. I get it. I get why you think you should take me down. But I think that's it. I think it's the contrast of the person I'm trying to be and being very open about that, but then just not being able to live up to that person. I think that's the biggest issue.
Can I say something on that topic actually really quick? So I actually think that it's more common than people let on, that you make a mistake, like someone who's been on the internet for a while, like you, Boogie, or, you know, an example is Emiya, and you make like some mistakes. You know, I'm not taking a side on Emiya, whatever, but you make some mistakes, and then there are people that follow you around forever and just try to ruin your career no matter where you are.
Right,
It's really crazy. Like you just have these little this group of people that just has it out for you. It's like their life goal to ruin your career, to ruin your online persona, to ruin everything. It's really weird. I want to have a conversation with these people. Like, why? What got you so invested?
Because for them it's entertaining, because that's their reality TV to the maximum. That's why they do it.
Yeah. It's
also
weird.
it's a power thing. So I was actually talking to somebody about this at VidCon. So these are somebody else's words, not mine, but I do heavily endorse and agree with what they said. They're like, think about it this way. When movies were something you went and saw at a theater, it was a very impersonal relationship you had with a celebrity, right? But now you're watching us while you take a dump, right? You're in the bathtub, you're masturbating to us or whatever it is you're doing, right? So it's a very personal relationship, and social media has given everyone this voice. And so they feel like, hey, that's a friend of mine, or that's an enemy of mine. That's somebody that's directly in my life. This is a person that's on my phone in my life every day. Of course I'm going to be obsessed with it. Of course I'm going to talk about it. And when you do something they don't like, they're going to get very, very involved. And whereas they may not have all had to and I guess the effort and maybe talent in some cases in this room, probably not mine, but the luck that we had to get famous, they don't have that luck. But what they do have is the power to destroy. And so they're using that power, you know what I'm saying? And they're hoping they can get lucky. I don't understand why they would rather try to get lucky doing that than trying to get lucky creating and living the same life and enjoying the same privilege and enjoy the same experience that we've all got to enjoy. But instead to try to destroy for other people. I don't understand that, but I do understand that it has to come down with, because I was once a troll on 4chan way back in the day. I would go to Christian message boards and post pictures of Tub Girl and stuff like that. That was something I would do back in 2003, 2004, right? I've never tried to destroy anybody's life. I've never tried to destroy a career. Watch Christian get tortured, and yeah, I did. You know, I didn't find it as entertaining as everybody else, but I watched, right? So at the end of the day, I do have an understanding that it has to come from a place of pain. It has to come from a place of misery, because that's where I was at. Place of powerlessness. But I don't think those people understand the power that they could have if they use that same effort and that same drive for creative endeavors instead of destructive endeavors. But you just do, we're all slave to our brains, right? We all do what our brains tell us to do, and their brains tell them to be destructive, and so they're destructive, right? That's just what we do.
Yeah. So you don't believe in free will?
I do believe in free will, but I think we're all heavily influenced by both nature and nurture, and the only real free will we have is whether or not to listen to the ideas our brains have. Like, my brain tells me eat all the time, and I really suck at not listening.
Isn't that what self-awareness is? Like, your brain could be on autopilot, and you could do a bunch of stupid shit, but self-awareness is stopping that stupid shit from happening, or like feeling like something shitty that you're about to do, and rising above it and looking down on like a third eye, what do you call it? A bird's eye view. There are so many people that probably could be thinking about really dumb shit to say on Twitch right now, but they have a filter and they have maybe self-awareness to rise above that and to stop that from happening, and maybe to like put the fucking data back in your brain. All right, now this is a better thing to say. This is a better thing to do. This is a better thing to act upon. And that's why I don't think we're always a slave to our brain. Yes, it's our brain coming up with that, but it's intelligence squared, you know?
Also,
I think that's one of my biggest issues is I just suck at filtering my thoughts, especially when I'm in an anxious state, when I'm in a dissociative state. My brain just takes over, and I just say,
you need to take a break. You need to think about what you're about to say and be like, is this a good thing to put out to the world? People are watching me. Yes or no? No? Let me think of something else to say. And when you do that, then you start putting out better stuff.
Grossgore.
Wow.
Grossgore, why do you think the internet shits on you
I've got
more?
it, Casey. I've got it. Okay, so the question was, Boogie vs Grossgore argue why you get shit on by the internet, but who gets shit on more by the internet? It's real simple. I've been Grossgore since I was 14, 13 years ago, making YouTube videos since I was 13. Right, the whole Grossgore thing, my whole, like, let's say, act like you got an alter ego, Boogie, like an act, right? My whole thing isn't an act. It's actually who I am. I just sometimes get pissed off and I put it on fucking the internet. And pretty much, why do I get shit on more by Boogie? Because my reactions are fucking real and they're crazy as fuck, and people love wanting me to fuck up, and it's really annoying. And when I get upset, I generally am upset. It's not a joke, it's not an act. So people spend their lives torturing me by finding where I live, by messing up my family's relationships, by messing me up, by trolling people, by hating on me, by making me depressed, by getting me banned on Twitch, because people fucking love my reactions. Simple as that. That's why I get shit on by the internet, because I put all my reactions onto the internet, and recently I haven't been doing it because it's so much. Oh, wait for that police car to go by.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, so pretty much recently, the past like year or two, I've been so mentally fucking destroyed by these people online. Like years ago, it was funny because I was making a lot of money and I was new to it. But now, like, I'm so like destroyed mentally by all the shit these guys put you through. I don't really enjoy streaming that much anymore. I want to, and that's why I stream in subscribers mode, because the subs are really nice to me. The plebs are really horrible to me. I could stream to the plebs and just try and take their shit and try and become the biggest Twitch streamer. But the thing is, I can't take their shit no more because I'm so fed up with it. And by the way, Boogie, you should definitely try subscribe mode. I know it seems a bit sellout, but subs are so fucking much more nicer when you're talking to humans. And Flex just want to destroy me, man. I actually haven't streamed the past like week or two because I've streamed like 3 times this past 30 days because I'm waiting for Riot Games to get back to me because subscriber mode, I can talk to my subs and they don't hate on me as much because I just ban them, right? I know it sounds scumbaggy, and me saying that went on to live stream hours. Oh, Grossgore threatens to subs, ban subs, which I didn't. It was a fake post made, a fake Discord. I don't use Discord, like I only use it for like podcasts. But someone made a fake message of me making a fake message. I'm gonna ban all my subs if they diss me, and they go to these crazy extents just so I can make a Twitter video which gets like 100k views and people will laugh their asses off. So I'm the most hated because I'm the most like I'm real to fuck, and none of my shit is fake, and it's all my whole act isn't an act. It's just me, and people love trolling me. That because
it's not fake.
On the point.
It's not fake. Yeah. Don't you feel like you fuel the fire a lot, like?
Yeah, but I mean, I do, but I mean, at the same time, I have to respond because if I don't respond, they're just gonna like Twitch get a bit concerned, like they do.
Gross.
Yeah.
Let me just say this thing, like, just like I said, it's about the delivery method, right? And this is your personality, and you can. I'm not asking you to change as a person and snap your fingers and be a different person, but if you want to be real and authentic, you can be real and authentic. You could deliver the same exact message you want to deliver and be real, but deliver it in a way that's not going to piss off fucking 3,000 people watching.
Can I say something? Like before, if you expected me, like let's say drama comes up, guys, and I got to defend myself. Instead of making a Twitter video, you want me to make a professional video on YouTube, like, hi guys, hi everyone. It doesn't work.
No, I'm not asking you to be a bitch. I'm asking you to be outspoken. I'm asking you to be yourself. But the way that sometimes you fuel the fire that creates a crazy backlash could be done in a different way, in a still a real way, that won't get as much backlash. I think.
Let me say this now. Let me just say this right now, right? I exactly know where you're coming from, but recently, the past like few months, I've just been embracing all the hate, and now I embrace it, just kind of take it on the head, like on the chin, like, yeah, sure, I did that, I said that. Like it was on Livestream Files not long ago. I went to TwitchCon, I had a picture of Soda Pop in, it got like 3,000 likes. I had a picture of XQC, 3,000 likes. I got a picture of my top donator, Centrise, and like it got like 300 likes, so I deleted it because I thought, fuck that, because it's not got enough likes. And it went on to Livestream, someone clipped it, put it on Livestream Files, it got like 8,000 up thumbs, like look at 5,000 comments of just he's a scumbag, what a cunt, is this Grossgore we're talking about, he's a scumbag, what, you know,
your upvotes.
Right, okay, yeah, so I didn't even expect that hatred, but I got it. But the thing is, did I get all upset and like, guys, please don't hate me? No, I embraced it this time. The past few months I've been like, you know what, yeah, I did that, fuck that guy, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? And it's like, I feel like people respect me more when I just own up to it. So I'm not going to try and change who I am, or I'm just going to take it head on the chin, be myself, and just own it, man. Like Boogie, your Tesla shit, Boogie, your Tesla shit. Just say, yeah, I fucking did that. I said that. I need my money, and fucking hell, I'm a human.
It's called doubling down, but doubling down is not always the right move. When you have a fan base, and you do want to make, you don't always want to be a bitch and bend over, right? But if you think maybe you made a mistake by doubling down and saying, fuck that, I did that, that's asking for more hate, i.e. fueling the fire. You don't have to always fuel the fire to create more hate.
Andy's 110% correct here, because the Tesla thing, that's how all of that happened. Originally, I just bought a car, like my friend McJuggernuggets. I just bought a car, and then I got home and began to worry about like the financing, because it's a huge chunk, $90,000, tremendous amount of my savings that I'd be spending, right? And I am not in a position where I should be spending my savings. So I started regretting it, and started tweeting about regretting it, and then Reddit's like, Boogie's trying to manipulate his audience into buying the car. So I went live, and I engaged on stream sarcastically, of course I want you guys to pay for my car. Please pay for my car. Ha 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 ha. I embraced it like you do, and then that hate, which may have never spiraled off of Twitter, now made the front page of Reddit because I made that mistake, and I think that's a bad mistake. I think
because people were mad at it and they didn't take it as a joke. So if you're taking it lightly and making, they're like, no, fuck you, we're mad about this. So it's just like now he's just dancing around being like, I don't care, and that's I feel like the wrong way to handle it.
I do think
the other thing is I do hide 90% of like the impact the hate has on me. Like it already leaked, so it's okay to talk about it now. But the night after my charity stream, I had like mainstream articles saying I canceled my charity stream when I was just delaying it until I could figure out how to do a better stream. But I wasn't going to do it on my birthday. I was going to go to dinner with my friends, and then I woke up that morning to a text from Tiltify, or DM from Tiltify, and they're like, hey, we can collect the money for you. We'll show you how to do it. So they showed me how to do it. I went live with the live stream. We raised like $8,500 for charity, $5,000 which came from me to write Love on Her Arms. And then I later that night had a complete meltdown. And I don't broadcast the meltdown. I self-harmed for the first time in a while. I took a big chunk out of my left leg. The audience is like, I DM that to one person. That one person leaked that DM because they thought they were doing me a favor. And so the internet's like, well, show us the scars, show us the blood. We don't even believe you. Like, I could go as far as to embrace all of this shit and show the scars, show the blood. But that's madness, Grossgore. Don't do that. That's madness. That's complete lunacy. Don't do that shit.
Back to what Andy is saying is it's all about the presentation. The fact that it's still like it's cyclical at this point. Like you're just constantly defending yourself. At some point you just gotta let it go.
And I think I think why do they call us
guys? Can I come in here? Like you guys,
why do they call?
Let me just say this. I'm sorry, Boogie, but you guys sit cute and Andy. You're like, oh, you got to do this. You got to handle yourself better. You got to come at it this way. Like the thing is, man, I really can't. I'm too old. I feel like I'm just too old to change at this point. There's no point because it's just
that's
me being
bullshit.
I just.
Do you kind of feel like sometimes it's like no matter what you do is wrong?
Hold on, listen, Gross. What you do is you realize this isn't working for me. Number one, I'm definitely at least part of the problem. I'm not gonna put all the blame on you. This isn't working for me. I'm definitely part of the problem. I'm forced to go in sub mode only because I'm getting a crazy amount of hate. So something about what I'm putting out into the world is not resonating with people and pissing them off. So how do I change this with still being myself, not being watered down, not being a like unfunny like PC person? I'm never asking you for that. But how can I handle things differently where I'm not going to get constant flow of hate? Take off the fucking sub mode and just say, look, here's where I think I was wrong. Here's where I'm not going to back down on. I'm human. I fail and I want to fucking change. And that's all it fucking takes. And like to see that change, you could probably see it within the first fucking few streams, and that can fuel you to turn over a new leaf, and you're never fucking too old for that.
Also, like, I'm a big advocate that therapy is good for everybody, even if you don't think you need it. I have bought my therapist a yacht at this point. Like, you should go to therapy as much as you can.
I think a tactic that I started using, which I found is really helpful, is you play cosmic tennis. Every time the universe hands you a fucking terrible serve of negativity, for every terrible tweet that you read against yourself, go to somebody else's profile and write 3 nice things. For every like horrible fucking Instagram post that you see, post something that is just pure positivity. And then you're putting out all those. I think that's exactly what Andy is suggesting as well, that you take it and you just try to find not a positive spin on it, because fuck those people who are harassing you, fuck them hard, but that you have positivity inside of you, and that's what they're trying to take from you. And when they see you getting angry, they're like, I've won. I've stolen your positivity. I've stolen your good thoughts. But you're
literally the only thing you can control, you can't control what people say about you. The only thing you control is about how you react.
Yeah.
You're trying to force a square block through a circular fucking peg.
Where
when you're
really
going like
you should
this
be sticking
over
it
and
in your
over
dick
again,
hole.
it's not working. It's not working. My hands are bleeding. It's not going through. When are you gonna wake up and be like, holy shit, this is just not working? Now how do I change this, and how do I fucking grab the right piece and put it through the fucking hole?
Yeah,
and that's what you have to realize, and you have to swallow your fucking ego and realize that I'm not making this work, so how do I make it work? And a lot of it is in delivery and how you treat people and how you react to backlash and how you react to just like the stuff that you put into your stream and get out of your stream.
I think the best piece of advice I was given at VidCon when talking about all these problems I'm having is somebody said, have you ever heard the term lolcow before? And I'm like, yeah, I've seen that on like Twitter and elsewhere. And he's like, well, what do you do to a cow? You milk it, right? And you milk it because you get milk. I enjoy the milk, right? What do you do to a cow that doesn't give you milk anymore? You replace it, right? And so the more you react to the hatred you get, the happier these people are. That's their milk. When you don't react to it, when you just walk away, when you just let your life, every time I made a sugar baby meme or a Tesla meme in the stream, this is what they want, right? If you don't do that, if you just do your job, if you just concentrate, if you just create content, if you just stream, you focus on making people happy, it's no longer fun to try to milk you, and they'll find a different cow.
Well, right? I think you need to take your own advice.
Yeah, I really like Andy's outlook on it, because I didn't like Gross, you said like you were too old and it was too late, but I think it's never too late to have a positive, productive outlook. I think you should always be trying to, change your mindset if it needs to be changed. There's always effort to be put into yourself to be more self-aware, to being, better, and to having a better life, being happier. There's always improvement, always something you can be doing better, right?
Yeah, and Gross, I've seen your streams where you're self-deprecating and you react in a joking way to people taking the piss, right? And that's good. If you focus on funny banter, people taking the piss, and it's joking, haha, then that's cool, right? And then the super toxic ones you get rid of and you don't even fucking mention it.
Yeah.
So you kind of exist in this like middle area.
It's way easier for us to say this.
This is
but,
all
like,
right,
not
guys.
your-
This is one problem about me, right? I don't know because I've been diagnosed with bipolar, right? So one day I get days where I want to be taken really serious, and then I get days where I want to be really like hyper and loud. Then I get days where I want to be just like angry and pissed off. Then I get days where I want a nice, calm, collective community. Then I get days where I just want to be hated, and then I get days where I want to be toxic. So my audience is like fucking just as bipolar as me. So I've got a problem myself, and I don't want to get on medication, and that's the issue that I'm having. So I guess I'll figure it out. So it is, and
but
that's
work on
why
it. At least, as long as you make an effort, then you're gonna see improvement. If you make zero effort, you see zero improvement. So just fucking work it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they want consistency from you, but
I know.
Yeah, it sucks. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that. Do you go to a therapist? I mean, don't answer that if you don't.
No. I took medication for bipolar
Do
once.
it.
I took
I think you should
bipolar
see
medication. I did, but I was so calm, and like my girlfriend at the time, she was like, "Oh, you're like a zombie," and it's just all it is.
Yeah.
It's just like you're relaxed for the whole day, just calm and content and cool. And my girlfriend hated it. She was like, "Well, you were zombified the whole time." So I don't think. And if I'm getting on stream being zombified, is anyone gonna watch me? That's how I see it.
No one is going to force you to be on medication. You can still go to a therapist without taking bipolar medication.
Yeah, I don't take medication, but I have like extreme generalized anxiety and OCD. But it's all through like therapists will teach you other ways to handle it if you don't want to take the medication route.
Yeah. Also,
I think it could really benefit you.
If you don't take medication, that's fine. How you are in your life and the struggles you go through in your life, that's something that is going to be a struggle, right? How you are on your stream and how you create your stream, that's something you could actively do. And yeah, like your mentality is definitely a big part of that, so that's going to be a struggle too. But if you make active, good choices on like trying to fix it, and people can see that you're trying, I think people will be like, damn, like he's actually attempting it. And I think you just win over so many people just admitting that you're wrong a lot of the time and admitting you're trying to be better. Just people always root for the underdog, and when they see people making an effort, they rally behind that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Cam, you okay?
This is
serious topic.
Grossy. That's one thing. Like, you're fucking sick. People love you. Like, love yourself as much as people love you. Like, you're dope.
Nice, guys. Thanks.
Also, you're getting more and more handsome every day. Can I just say?
Shut up, V.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna say like one thing, by the way. Like I don't want you guys to all pity me if I'm bad, or like you guys have been great. But I'm just gonna say one thing. I'm this mindset on right now. Like Riot Games give me this like go ahead so I can stream their game. I'm gonna get 2K subs. I'm just gonna go as soon as I get 2K subs. I'm gonna fly right to Texas and just keep streaming in sub mode and just doing IRL streams in Texas and everywhere. So that's my game plan. I'm mindset on it, and I'm kind of happy and content. I'm looking forward to that. So I don't want you guys thinking that I'm just gonna sit and like I'm.
I think you should work at getting it off of sub mode. Not immediately, but just build it up. How about this?
Andy, can I scares the fuck out of me? Streaming in Texas or somewhere in America, IRL streaming, because all I want to do is just tour America and just tour every state. And what scares the fuck out of me is like IRL streaming that shit, and then callers calling up, like plebs. I don't think my subs would call up, but plebs ringing up and fucking like getting people to come out their stores. And dude, and if I go to a crazy part of America, like a part of Texas where it's a bit rough, and they come out with their guns, shotguns, guns blazing. Oh, you're fucking like, please don't kill me.
Austin is pretty too.
I forgot the new sub mode. Non-subs can't even watch it. I forgot about that. But it might be good for IRL then. But maybe when you're not doing IRL, be like, look, I want to make a change. I want to make a positive change. First move, I'm opening the floodgates. Like, you know what I mean? You guys could roast me. If you guys are too toxic, I'll ban you. If it's just taking the piss and it's funny, then you're welcome to stay. And I think people will really rally behind that. But it's ultimately your choice. I'm just giving you my
honestly, thanks, all of you. You guys are fucking awesome. That's really nice to hear. This is great.
Well,
thanks
that's
so much.
Gross, this problem is very
call me a cunt,
solvable for
Gross.
you, man. You've got this, dude.
She's
I
into it.
mean, you really do.
Oh,
Say
thanks,
it to
Boogie.
me.
That really means a lot.
You do too, Boogie. You guys can
All right.
I'm at a point.
get out of
I'm
your
at a
rut.
point where I don't even know that I want to solve it anymore. I'm just like I'm more worried about my mental health than my career, so I'm focusing on that these days.
Very, yeah. Do that.
Can I ask a
We
question?
must move on. I am sorry.
I love you, robot.
Damn, you have a controlling robot, Casey. What the hell?
Yeah,
Some
that's
weird
how I
AI
programmed
shit.
them.
Okay,
Next we have.
Jokey.
Okay, do you go, Hat Cam? My dog's
Okay, yeah.
barking.
So now that we've wrapped this up, we're gonna move on to the rap battle. So Andy didn't prepare anything, but I think Katerino might have prepared a little bit. So we're gonna lead it out and let her go first. This round is gonna be Andy.
Fucking wrote a rhyme.
She wrote a rap, and now you.
I don't know how she's gonna reply though.
Yeah.
And you have to think it's a battle. She's got to reply.
Wait, I do? I thought
Well,
I
yeah,
have.
it's
I
like
worked.
a
I
one-
put my effort into this.
We're
Yeah,
just
yeah,
doing
you do
a
it,
one
and then-
for one.
Yeah,
Hey,
We'll
you
just
do
do
one
one
for
for
one.
one.
But I do have
Never mind
experience on her.
Andy, can I just please say, like, my rap, like, I took this as a rap battle, right? Like a roast. Okay? So I can
So it's
cut
gonna be
out
bad.
I can cut out the more like offensive stuff, but I really think you're an awesome person. Okay. I just don't want you to take any offenses. I don't want to hurt any feelings. I don't want
It's
you to
all
like
good. I just
Are you
wanted
sure?
to freestyle battle you though.
Yeah,
That's-
but I'm not very good at freestyling, and I did put a lot of effort into this, so I'm sorry, but
okay.
We play to the strengths here. Everybody gets their strengths played
yeah,
too.
but
All right.
Andy, you can go as hard as you want on me, okay? Like
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's
All
see
right,
if
I'm gonna
if this works. All right, hold on, wait. I have music. I think it's gonna be
Oh,
synced up,
God.
so everyone's gonna hear it. So we're gonna see if this works. I'm
Okay.
gonna press this button, and then I think a robot's gonna join this channel, and then I think music's gonna happen.
Wow, lots of robots.
That's
Lots of
fucking
things.
cool.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Okay. I can't
Hear
hear
nothing.
Oh god damn it.
You could
Okay,
do it
hold
in
on.
the Discord.
Oh wait, I typed it wrong. I typed the wrong command.
Wait, I kind of already have a flow though.
Here it comes. That's the robot.
I'm scared.
audible?
I already have a flow. Can I do it a cappella? Is that okay?
Does it work better
Let's
that
just
way?
see how it
Yeah,
sounds.
I would
What does
prefer
it
a
do?
cappella because
Okay.
I like worked out my own flow right. But it's
Okay,
okay.
yeah.
Like I can try to do it to the music if that's preferred. But
I mean,
I
do
would
we hear the
prefer-
music? I don't even hear the music. It
I
might
I
be
don't really
quiet.
hear it.
All right, well, RIP
Yeah.
the robot. We're going acapella.
Sorry,
Okay.
robot.
You
okay.
can play a beat on your phone if you need to.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
I hear it. It's old
If I mess up, I'm gonna do it again.
Hold on. I don't know how to kill the robot. I'm just gonna
Murder
kill
it.
Kick it.
Shut it down.
RIP.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Hold on. Okay. All right. I'm an old fat rapper who don't know where my cock is. Say it with me, Twitch chat. Must be Andy Milonakis. Some people think you're 12, gotta wonder if your balls dropped. Can't say it's surprised that after 3 seasons your show flopped. You remind me of my grandma, so it's kinda hard to roast her. But if we're being honest, the best version of you is Finn's microwave toaster. You say the Super Bowl is gay, but I think it's kinda neato. I heard you sucked a few dicks. With those stats, I'll assume you like to keep it on the D-low. Time for a story that'll knock your socks off, I bet. Once upon a time, there were some hungry guys named Andy and Greek God X. They went to a restaurant and set up a tab for the check. By the time they left, their whole fucking country was in debt. You're at 400K Andy, setting trends with no ego. But how could you have one with that K stands for kilo? Now, to be clear, I'm not fat shaming. That's not my thing. I just respect a man that likes his donuts the size of Saturn's ring. Now, I've seen some of your content, and I gotta be honest, it's not half bad. That retarded beatbox you did was actually pretty rad. I'd say it's your best work, but that might be going a bit far, because when I heard your theme song, I knew where to set the bar. Call me Sinbad, and you're the 7 C's. You got conquered with ease. The shit is a breeze. Somebody call the police. There's a 40-year-old woman rapping in a Chuck E. Cheese. I hope you don't take this personal. This challenge was like a centimeter hurdle. So as a queen of this battle, I dub thee, Andrew the Fat Ninja Turtle. I'm gonna leave you here. The battle's over. I'm done with it. This wasn't a battle. It's a trial, and I'm your capital punishment.
Oh my god.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, now Andy's gonna freestyle.
Thank
Unfair.
you. Thank you. Sorry.
Slightly better.
I
at
apologize.
Rapping than roasting.
Thank you.
Katerino. Collab with you, I'd rather battle chemo. Bitch, you look like a stick. I wouldn't fuck you with Roger's dick. Fucking Freddy Krueger. You look like a fucking SJW vegan. Try to go to Peter Luger. Eat a steak. You look like the white Drake. Oh my god, these just chatting thoughts are so damn fake. What are you fucking 19? Go back to school. Bitch, I rule. I'm the rap king. I'm the fucking fat king. Oh my god, what's happening? Am I beating someone who prepared a written rhyme? I don't know. Should I do it in double time? I don't need to write shit. Bitch, you could bite dick. That's right. I do this shit off the brain while you spent 3 hours. Better take 3 showers even though you look like 20 pounds soaking wet. Bitch, I'm a fucking vet. I'm an internet hero. You're just a thought and a zero. Motherfucker, are you talking to me? I'm De Niro. I'm looking in the mirror. Who's clearer? I don't know. Who's the winning victor? Bitch, I will enter your sphincter. That's right, anal sex. Bitch, you could pass out on my deck. Actually, I wouldn't even look twice. Bitch, your pussy's probably infested with mice. Fucking, you probably got fucking Cinderella's bed bugs. Bitch, I'm a fucking wet thug. I don't know.
Holy shit! That was amazing.
Was that improvised?
It took me 1 hour, Andy.
1 hour.
That was wonderful.
1 hour.
How?
Damn. Andy, that was amazing. Oh my god.
Your rap was
Hey,
good too.
but can you? I actually preferred your pussy marijuana. If you could do that instead, please.
I'm good.
Dude, that first half was.
That was awesome,
Holy
dude.
shit.
Holy
That
shit.
first opening line
my
was so
God.
good.
Your
That was
brain
so
works
good,
in
dude.
such a wonderful way.
Yeah, that was
Such a
amazing.
good
compliment.
Oh my god.
Andy gets 6 points. Katerino gets 5. Well done.
Okay.
Thank you.
You did have
Thank
some
you
good
for
lines
that.
though.
Thank you. You did amazing. I can't compete with you.
Okay, next we have Cutie versus Invader.
Hi.
From the content that you've watched on Twitch and also interacting with the community as a whole, what are some pet peeves you have that other streamers do or Twitch does as a whole?
What are my pet peeves? I do love what I do. The only things that I'm like frustrated about is that people aren't creative enough with their insults. But then after what we just heard, I'm like, wow, Twitch is full of incredibly creative people. So yeah, my pet peeve is just people coming in and reusing old insults, like ineffectively. I love when people are incredibly fucking creative. I love when they come in and they roast me or like chat says something that I've never even heard of or thought before. Like, you look like a coked out Audrey Hepburn. I'm like,
Wow, that is accurate. They're creative.
that's beautiful.
That's
That's great. That's wonderful. So yeah, my only pet peeve is when people don't like put their full effort into it. But I've seen very little effort. I've seen very little evidence of that. People are usually pretty creative.
Well, I mean, I am just like, I hate when people are like super cute and they just like bait their legs and they stream from a blanket fort. It drives me crazy.
The luxuriousness of it.
I don't give a shit about that. Honestly, I'm kind of a femcel in the way, not the legs thing. I don't give a shit. Your legs are great. But I hate when girls don't have personalities and they just stream with their boobs out. Like, if you have a personality and you stream with your boobs out, yes, do it, girl. Like, own it. You're everything. But if you have no personality, you're just boobs and you're just sitting there smiling, drives me fucking insane. Because yes, I don't have the opportunity to do it. I understand. It's rejection.
Wait, are there people that stream with their boobs out that also have a personality?
Yeah. There are a few.
Yeah, come on.
I mean,
I'm joking.
There are a few.
I'm not an incel squad.
No, I'm saying like sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm an incel in that way, just because I hate when people just smile and it's just all boobs. Like, I'm just like, that's not the platform I want to be a part of. I don't want my family to go onto Twitch and be like, oh, Blair's doing this on every Saturday night, and they scroll through and they click on one and it's just someone. Yeah, like this is a pet peeve. It's not a big deal. I don't give a shit, but it's just like, if we are talking about pet peeves, it's that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I mean, it would be different if I had boobs, maybe. But I mean,
No, I
I
can see where you're coming from. Just like the people who just like sit there like very silently.
Question to Cutie. Can I ask you a question? You keep mentioning about like your boobs being flat and whatnot. Like, did you ever consider like maybe getting a boob job, or are you not into that sort of thing?
I'm not into it.
I'm not into that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
of course I've thought about it
in the future.
Every single day, someone comes to my chat and they tell me to get a boob job, but like I'm just like not down. I'm fine. I'm fine being this way.
Any day.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
Get a boob job, get a butt job. Why aren't you getting a nose job? Have you ever thought about getting a facelift? Like, let me see those elbows, honey. Yeah, we can tighten those
But
up.
then it's like if we did get any of those surgeries, they would make fun of us
never
then
ending.
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just can't
You
win.
just
So
want to get
just
another
be
one. There's no
yourself.
win.
Save the
Like,
money.
whatever. I
Unless
can
you
have
want
small
to.
boobs. I have a
Wait,
great
question.
ass. So.
Is it chill? Like, what about this? This has been the thing that's always like kind of like I find it so unsettling when I'm in Twitch chat and like I see a streamer using their own Twitch emote. Like I find that so cringe. Is that like is that just me?
Are
Is
we
that a
not
weird
supposed
thing?
to?
I mean, I
don't know,
love
dude.
me some Katerino milk, so I'm gonna have to hard disagree because I'm a milk.
What I hate,
Dude, I
when
paid
people
for
are like,
those emotes. I want to use them.
Just want
I'm
to
just like, those
to
are the
stop
only
in and
emotes I
say hi
know.
before I go live.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really bad.
Oh,
Using
people
your
say
own
that's
emote
big
to
pet
get
peeve.
attention is really bad. Tag, tag them back. I don't think it's that bad. But when people are clearly just using their own emotes, like "Look at me, I'm a streamer, guys," then it's a little bit cringe. It's a lot cringe.
That's good to know.
Any other pet peeves? Does anybody
Again,
have
it's all
any
about
pet peeves
intention
they
though.
wanna
If you just
voice?
think it's cute emote,
I hate. Okay, go ahead.
Oh wait,
yeah.
I love getting dick pics. I hate when they ask if they can send dick pics first. Because if I respond yes, then I'm gonna look like a fucking creep. I would rather you just send it. Stop asking my permission. Just
For
send
the
the dick
record,
pic.
don't send me dick pics.
Guys,
Okay.
send
I
me
made
that.
that. I made that
different.
mistake, V. I made that mistake.
Can you unsend a tweet?
They come in. It's just.
People keep
no,
asking my
I
permission.
fucking-
Hey, can I send? Because then I'm like, I don't know. Like, can you? Can you send a dick pic? Or is it within your realm?
So you want them to dominate your Instagram DMs? We understand.
Please,
They
may I
already are. I've gotten so many good ones. I just respond and I'm like, that could be anybody's fabulous cock. Prove to me that it's yours.
We respond
my
very
Write my
quickly.
name
Write
on
their
it.
name on your hands.
We
Yeah.
respond very
Holy shit!
That
This
could
is
be
guys.
anyone's fabulous dick.
Make a tribute for V. Okay,
Fabulous
come on
dick
her
is a
fucking
good name
pictures
for
and
a
send it to
rapper.
her.
Wow.
Okay.
And then I also really love, I like to collect them. And then if somebody sends me a less than satisfactory dick picture, I send back a nicer one.
That's good. That's
I
actually
assert
really
my
good.
dominance.
I
And
hate
another
it.
annoying thing I is like when people are in your chat, like other streamers are in your chat, and they say like, "Oh, just wanted to say hi before I go live." Type thing.
Yeah, they're advertising. By the way, I'm going live.
Or if you're like, "How are you?" and they're like, "Oh, I'm just like really tired, but
No,
gotta go live."
No, what's worse than that is when Mizkif goes live and everyone spams Mrs. Live, and then your account just goes like that.
That is also
Yeah,
a
just
pet
don't
peeve
stream while
is
Mrs.
going
live. for me.
I haven't seen this meme lately, but when people used to put so and so's waiting room.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's a classic.
That was whenever my stream
Yeah,
was
but
at
that's
its
easy,
peak.
Andy. Andy, all you can say to that people when they start spamming like, "Oh, you're this person's waiting room or someone else's waiting room," just say, "Hey, at least I'm someone's fucking waiting room, bruv."
Word.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I
who are
used
you?
to be Ice
You're-
Poseidon's waiting room.
Now what are
Does
Right, so
anybody
we have a
have any?
group question.
Yeah, group question.
Group question. I think we've exhausted this. All right,
Yeah.
so in this group question, once again, you're gonna argue why
Wait,
you
do we
are
get points for that? My score is so
yeah,
fucking
no, you'll
low.
get points.
Did
I'm
I
sure.
win?
Wait, did you get points? Is Bob shitting?
I feel
mean,
like, look at how far
Yo,
behind I am. I'm
robot.
like, I've gotten 0 points this whole
I
entire
just
game.
scored the points. Please
Oh, okay, thank
calm down.
Robot, I really don't
Don't
like
be
you.
hysterical.
I'm sorry.
all right. So you got to argue why you would be the least likely to go to jail. this
Okay,
round.
okay. Well, I mean, first of all, since I'm practically underage, I think Grossgore or Destiny would be more likely to go to jail for me because like they call me Jailbait Kate around here. So
Wait, why is my name being dropped in this? What?
I
those are
would
pedo jokes, Gross. We know
Like-
you. We know you.
go to jail because I would escape before I could go to jail.
I would
do
be the
believe
less
she's
likely to go to jail because the Beverly Hills chief of police gave me his business card because his daughter is a fan of mine.
What the fuck?
Can we,
Yeah.
Casey?
I would-
Can we? Can I score points if I just own up and say I'm probably the most likely to go to jail because people are going to try and fuck me in some legal way? I just know it. Or is that not how this round works?
Flex.
Well,
and he
it's like you
literally
have
said,
to
if you
argue
ever
the
get into trouble,
opposite.
call me.
So that's how
I
the
have
round
to
really
argue
works.
why I'm least likely to go to jail.
Yeah, like argue why you're
I think-
innocent.
Okay.
I
well,
think I am a wholesome 19-year-old girl, and I don't really do much wrong. I probably do drugs the least out of everyone on the show.
I
I
never
count
do drugs.
weed as a drug.
I know
'cause
that.
I don't
Yes.
fuck with drugs.
Yes, I do.
I
In
count
this
weed
case,
well. I live in LA. That's not a problem. It's recreation.
that actually is true.
Hooray,
There's a
Canada!
bug in my house, but it's outside.
Hooray,
Woo!
cannabis. I thought that's
Huh?
what you were gonna say.
No, yay cannabis, yay Canada. I don't think I'm gonna go to jail. I've talked my way out of. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
I break
not
like 0
going to
laws, but then
jail.
again, I'm also like a white guy in Arkansas, so like I'm like
White.
that's like God mode.
White. Yeah, dude. That's
White
true.
guy in Arkansas, yeah.
Yeah, but if I heard that
Guys.
the FBI confiscated your PC for questionable
Wait.
pictures on it, I wouldn't not believe it.
Ooh.
That's fucked up.
That is
Guys,
Okay.
are you referring to jail as in
Not
like
specifically
if
for
I
that,
was out
okay?
if I was out drinking in America and I was like being like toxic in public, they could put me in jail for the night. Is that what you're referring to, or you're referring to like, prison?
Well,
where
you could get.
I mean, I
illegal?
guess both, right?
It's in
It's
one and
anything,
the
I
other.
think. You
Doing
could get
something
jailed
illegal.
for public intoxication if you're too drunk and too
Okay.
fucking rowdy. Even if you're not starting a fight, they can put you in jail.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose this round, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I don't. No matter what I argue, I think I'm fucked.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get into fights. I think I'm very good at talking my way out of things and talking people down.
Yeah,
in
you can
general.
still
I
get
don't gotta
arrested for
worry about
distributing
text
child porn,
driving.
honey, though.
I don't drive.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't get arrested. Your boyfriend might for watching, but sorry, that was a bad joke. I'm sorry. It wasn't
He's
even
more
good.
yours than mine, honey, honestly.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
my
you share a
destiny,
boyfriend. I love that you can share a boyfriend.
No, thanks.
Should we
No,
start?
I know. I've
Cool.
talked my way out of speeding tickets. I like have a great relationship with police officers. When I was little, my mom was like, "They're your friends," so I would wave at them. It's really difficult now as an adult not to wave at cops.
They might think you're waving a gun, though.
But
No, they
just
won't.
wanna
She's
say,
white. Look at her.
There was a chance. I was in the back of a police car, and they were gonna take me to jail. And I said, and I talked myself out of it. So, am I gonna go to jail? No, I'll get myf out of it. I've been in.
Yeah.
Why were you in the back of a
That
police
guy
car?
was a tier
I will
3
say-
sub to you, though.
Long story.
Yeah, I can't really see myself going to jail because I don't really do. I mean, I spend a lot of time on my computer and I don't look up child porn. I don't. So, you know, yeah, I just make people cringe on the internet.
Congratulations.
If making people cringe could get me arrested, then yes, arrest me.
Okay.
But that's about the worst I do, I think.
Yeah.
Guys,
Make bad jokes. That's
I'm
it.
going to say this, right? I went to when I went to TwitchCon a couple of years ago. I was drunk. I can't remember where I was. Long Beach, right? I was drunk, and it was like
Long
2 in the
Beach.
morning. And I'm not kidding you. I was being drunk in public, and I saw like an SUV, a police car SUV, and I waved him down. He turned around in the middle of the road. He came up to me, and I was like, "Please don't shoot. I'm British." And he legit put a torchlight on my face, like, "Get on the sidewalk. Get on the sidewalk." I was like, "Don't shoot me. I'm British. My sister's a cop, bruv. Don't." And he was like,
Rough.
Dude, I was shitting myself, man. That America,
Why
I
did
love
he do
mate.
that?
Holy
Because
fuck.
I was,
I'll be right back.
I was being really dumb, and like the cops in America, they don't give a fuck. They do what the fuck they want. So if you're being a
Damn,
dick,
God.
they'll do a dick back. So I was like, okay, don't shoot. I'm British, and he put a torchlight on my head, like get on the sidewalk, get on the sidewalk now. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna die. This is how Grossgore goes out. Yeah, that
This
was.
is how I die.
Hey,
The
I
the last time I got pulled over,
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
why?
It's because of the Tesla thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So bizarre.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
pulled over.
You
though.
stole a
Now.
Tesla, Boogie.
The last time I got pulled over, I put my hands up like this, right? And he pecked to the window, and I rolled down the window, and I put my hand back up, and he's like, "Why are you doing that?" And I'm like, "I just want everyone to be safe, man. I want us all to feel safe." Weapon in your car, and I'm like, "No, but you do. So I want to make sure, since you have a weapon and I don't, you are very comfortable, sir. Like, if it's okay with you, I'm so paranoid about like getting shot at this point. Holy crap, it scares the hell out of me."
Yeah, me. Oh my God. Yes, it's so sad. Like waking up and hearing of another gun-related death. Like it's so sad, dude. Fuck.
It's fucked.
It makes me really. Aw.
All
I hate
right.
thinking about that.
Our next question is for Katerino and Gross. Katerino has earned the title Female Mr. Mouton in Destiny's community for her ability to commit to cringe. Grossgore, on the other hand, is a mess. What's the most embarrassing thing you've done on stream
For content.
for content?
All right. Do you want to go first, Katerina?
Sure.
Okay, so
All right.
like
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
I don't really do crazy shit anymore, right? Like, the most craziest stuff I've ever done on a stream was Raj's stream, Titty Tuesday. That's what we used to call it, like 5 years ago. I was on there, and he had like 1,000 viewers, and I won't fucking kid you not, man. I had all these girls on there, and bruv, I ate a can of dog food, and I still remember the grit and the taste of this dog food. And,
A whole can?
I mean...
Doug, I'm actually gagging. Stop. I can't think about it too
Why
long.
are you talking about this?
Because that is the most ridiculous thing.
Okay.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever done for content. And bro, dude, there's a video on YouTube of Grossgore dog food. It's fucking disgusting. Don't ever eat dog food. It was like gritty. It was jelly. It was the most. It was like. Oh god,
it was canned wet dog food.
Dude, it was the most disgusting.
Disgusting.
It's been like 5 or 6 years. When I think of it, I still gag and I want to throw up. It's so scary how.
I guess
it gave you
PTSD.
PTSD.
Men aren't dogs. You proved it for everyone. You proved it.
Oh, but it was for charity, right?
Yeah, it was for charity, but shit, man, that was horrible.
I
It's
have
for the
kids. I mean, this isn't my biggest one, but I have done the fucking jelly fuck hell challenge for.
What?
It was awful.
You fucked a jelly?
jelly bean, whatever.
Oh, bamboozled?
Yes, bean boozled.
Bean
That is a devil game. Oh my god.
What is it?
I never tried that.
Why were you using your hands to eat the dog food, Allie?
I don't know. I just gunned it, man.
You just scoop it up. Oh yeah, the worst thing I did was go on Raj's stream claws, right? but I guess. I mean, I do a lot of. I post a lot of cringe on Twitch. Okay,
My nose wasn't InvaderVie. Sorry.
What?
You ate the jelly beans?
What?
So now I'm like, you got bean boozled, but I don't know what bean boozling is.
Oh yeah, so bean boozle is this.
You ate jelly beans?
They taste god awful in InvaderVie. There is a stink bug flavor. I was tasting that for the next few days. I don't understand. There's a puke flavor, rotten egg. It's just the absolute worst thing. Barf. It's canned dog food, but it's just awful. Just putrid.
What else?
The most embarrassing thing.
Oh fuck! Spoiled milk, rotten egg, barf, fish.
It's pretty awful. Yeah, the fish one.
Toothpaste wouldn't be so bad. Toothpaste would be fine.
Isn't bad. It's fine.
Oh, dirty dishwater.
Are we? Is this like the Harry Potter beans you're on about? Because there's Harry
Pretty much,
Potter.
yeah.
Beans. Like,
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, every flavored
earwax.
beans.
Oh,
It's
sweet.
so awful. I've done that on stream a couple times,
Horse
and I don't think I'll ever
radish
do it
is
again. But the most embarrassing thing I've done is one time I did an IRL beach stream, and I walked up to this woman that I thought was around my age, but as I got closer to her, I realized she was probably like in her 30s, 40s. And obviously, I look and sound and act very young. So I walked up to her and I said, "Hey, are you a meal at McDonald's? Because you're pretty McGorgeous. You're looking like a snack."
I thought you were gonna say because you're making me happy.
No, or no. I said if you'd be a meal at McDonald's, you'd be a McGorgeous. You're looking great, or you're looking like a snack or something.
Wow.
And she responded. She looked me in the eyes. And, "Thanks, sweetie," and then went back to reading her book. It was awful. It was awful. That was the worst. That was really, really bad. Ooh, I still have the cringe from that. It's like, that was pretty embarrassing. But it was also hilarious.
We're moving on to Cutie Cinderella versus Andy.
Let's go.
Okay.
Tits out, girls.
Okay.
Yes.
Cutie always shows off how she is this cool baker making cakes and other fancy desserts. Andy has traveled all over the world trying the best the earth has to offer. Since both of you are very qualified, what is the best dessert?
I will go first because I'm very confident in this. I'm very, very confident because, Andy, the definition of dessert is the most excellent, effective, or desirable type or quality, which the honest to God answer is cookie dough ice cream.
Boo!
No, Andy.
Normie ass fucking middle school sleepover snack. Get that shit out of here, bitch. That shit is fucking boo.
Shots fired.
The best thing sometimes is the simplest thing. Okay.
I
don't even your answer.
Simple.
I mean,
that has like fucking
you ever had
19
tiramisu?
fucking weird chemicals bullshit. Listen,
No, homemade.
girl,
Creme brulee.
listen, cookie fucking dough ice cream. That's middle school sleepover, overly sweet fucking garbage. Get that shit out of here. Go to fucking Paris. Go to a real patisserie and get some like fucking pataschoux or some Napoleons.
And have like getting pataschoux.
Yeah, you said the best dessert in the fucking world. Do you want?
Andy
best
just
snack
wants
food?
to stand
You want me to
fancy
talk about a
by
Twix and a Reese's
attitude.
peanut
Like,
butter?
you
Or do you want me to talk about the best of motherfucking world?
No.
Go
Okay,
to fucking
what?
France. They invented that shit. They have delicate, fucking awesome fucking pastries that are not overly sweet, and they're balanced, and they take fucking perfection and time to create. They're light, they're airy, they're not overdone, and it's not a middle school sleepover snack. Get that shit out of here.
Don't, Andy. You're just trying to sound fancy by saying
I'm
pâte
not.
à choux.
I'm giving you my honest
No one
opinion.
wants plain pâte à choux.
What is a
What do you mean
pâte à choux?
plain pâte à choux? I'm talking about
Googling
a
it.
fucking a cream
So you're
puff.
talking about like an eclair? Or
No,
cream
like a
puff?
fucking like a cream puff, like
That's
with
different
pastry.
than
I'm not a dog.
Or
when
like
they eat pâte à choux.
a Napoleon. You don't even know what a fucking
Okay, I
Napoleon
know what
is.
a
These are
Napoleon
babies. These are baby
I went
clothes.
to culinary school, okay?
Really?
I
And you
know.
eat cookie dough ice cream as your favorite? Bitch, go back.
The best. It's the best, Andy.
No,
I
that's
don't need to be
garbage.
fancy. I just need cookie dough ice cream.
Man,
It's the best.
get that
What if the
fucking
cookie
Just
dough
Chatting
ice cream
fucking
is
ring light
homemade?
chat snack out of here.
What if
What
it's
is it?
homemade ice cream and homemade cookie dough?
Exactly.
It's still mid tier at best.
No. I disagree. I think we just have to disagree.
Okay.
I disagree.
Well, you're wrong.
I mean, we'll let
All
the
right.
bot decide.
I also, you know, what? I challenge you to a bake-off.
Guys, look at
All
this
right.
one.
Oh, yeah,
this one's
do it.
anytime.
What are you gonna bake your raw cookie dough?
Yeah, I am.
Nice.
I am, Andy. We're gonna have a baked bake-off. Even better.
Yeah.
Okay, next
Fuck you and
question.
your pâte à
Andy
choux.
gets 5 points. QT gets 0.
Owned.
Fucking
I
Look
hate
at how
this.
nice these
Correct.
are.
I hate
Holy
this robot.
shit.
That's wild.
He's sassy.
Really
Alright,
good.
Wrecked.
I'll take it. It's worth it. I will take that bullet.
Wrecked. Your consolation prize is a $5 tub of fucking created ice cream.
The Japanese ones are even better looking.
Dude, I'm telling you, that shit is fucking delicate as fuck. You know, the problem with desserts is they're clawingly overly sweet. But if you go to a good patisserie, they have balance, they're light, they're airy, and they're not overly sweet, and they're really nice.
Maybe you guys could make pâte à choux together on stream.
Hey, maybe.
What how does,
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Leave
cookie
that
dough
cookie
pâte
dough
à
ice
choux.
cream home.
Right now, I need a month.
All right.
Next
So up next, we're gonna have
Talk
What
Boogie
are you waiting
versus
for your
Invader.
period to eat
Yay.
cookie dough ice cream again?
Yes, Andy. I only eat ice cream on my period. I don't eat it every day like you do.
Oh, stag. I don't fucking eat ice cream, though. I eat bullshit, bro.
He eats padded shoes.
Bull gum.
Chew.
Boogie versus Invader.
Let's do it.
All right, so neither of you are politically focused channels, but despite that, you're not afraid to share your opinion. My question for the two of you is, what problems of the world, or in general, aren't being talked about enough?
Boogie,
Oh.
do you want to go first?
Boogie, you go first.
There's a lot of people talking about mental health, but not in a very good way. I feel like there's a lot of people who, anytime somebody mentions, and obviously I'm biased because they say this about me, but anytime, it doesn't matter who the creator is, when they talk about their mental health, there's a lot of people out there who claim they're being manipulative, claim they're lying about it, it's bullshit. I don't think we're talking enough about mental health as a general rule, and what we are saying about mental health doesn't seem to be that useful. Because here's the thing, I've talked to almost every creator I've ever known, and we're all struggling with our own demons, right? And we're not doing enough to encourage our fans who are also struggling to get into therapy. I don't think we're doing enough to encourage them to seek out medication if they're one of the people that needs it. I don't think I really feel like that always continues to be my bailiwick with the stuff, and obviously I'm biased because I'm mentally fucking insane. Right, so I wake up in the morning crazy, I go to bed crazy, I sleep crazy. So, but I really wish we were doing more to help the people who watch us in that regard.
Yeah, mine is actually really similar to yours, although I'm going to take it in a slightly different direction to be more specific. What we talk about constantly is incels. We talk about incel culture, but we're not talking about like incels' mental health. And so, as frustrating as it is to like bump into these guys who have a lot of anger, have a lot of hatred, I can't help but every time I hear them say something negative to me to realize that hatred is just 10% of it is focused outside of themselves and 90% of it is focused inside themselves. Mental health, specifically for young men, is completely underrepresented. It is not focused on in schools. Young women are allowed to talk about their feelings. Young women are allowed to talk about their feelings with their friends, with their parents. They can talk to their teachers. But as soon as a young man has any sort of feeling that isn't absolutely in line with our ideas of masculinity, I feel sad, I feel alone, I feel like I'm maybe not enough. Guys are told to shut up, man up, and get over it. And I think that's why we had this huge group of young men who feel like they're not being heard, who feel like they're alone, and who feel very, very isolated. And then, of course, they find each other, and they're like, well, here's a group that accepts me. Here's a group that when I say I feel alone, they say, don't worry, buddy, we're alone with you. And it's really, really easy to look at all those, and I'm being rude to myself and to all the other women in the world, but like all those beautiful bitches with their gorgeous groups of slutty friends having a great time out in the world. It's really easy to make them a target for their own isolation.
Wow, I feel like that was directed at me.
Casey, I'm personally attacking you, bitch friends.
No, I meant just the whole incel thing in general. Like, wow, I see incels kind of differently. They're hurting inside. You know, I don't think about it like that a lot.
Can I just...
Yeah.
I'm on a quick side note. This is just like maybe on the same topic, but just sprung my mind. You know what makes me laugh is like if you're scared or something, people call you like you're a pussy, right? I mean like vagina, like you're a pussy. And then like if you stand up for yourself, like wow, look at this guy, he's got the balls, or this guy's got the bollocks. But in reality, balls, testicles are really sensitive, and like if they get tapped, oh, you go down. Like a vagina, a pussy can like times itself by like 50 times. And they're really tough because when they push out babies, so we shouldn't be calling people that are like brave. They've got the balls or the bollocks. We should be like, wow, that guy's a pussy. Wow.
I think Betty White made that joke in a stand-up comedy show.
Yeah, but it's true though. It was on Reddit. I thought, fucking, that's a good fucking point. What are we doing? You know, because it's kind of like if you look at it, fuck, man. Jesus.
My vagina's pretty sensitive. I'll say it.
Yes, it's a bit tough. It can take a pound.
My vagina is also very sensitive. Off the record.
Should we move on to the next group question?
Yeah.
Ready?
Go.
Oh wait, hold on, Grossgore. Have you ever gotten your balls waxed?
Waxed? No, never. No.
Would you try
man,
it?
that's a thing. Yeah.
Are you open to it?
I don't know about
You said that
waxing,
they don't
man.
have a lot of pain. You said that you could take.
No, I've got. Okay, I don't want to like go on this topic, but I can take a lot of. My balls have got a lot of tolerance, man. I can get like kneed, I can get a punched, anything to the balls. It don't hurt, honestly.
Wow.
That's wild.
But
How many
wax.
times
You
have
get a
you
wax.
kicked in the balls?
Which code Kaceytron, you can have a free go, alright?
All right.
Casey, lucky.
I know.
Group
Wait,
question.
that is a once-in-a-lifetime offer. Okay, sorry. What's the group question?
Group question. All right, everyone. So, beyond your streaming personas, argue why you are the most wholesome person here.
Fuck.
Well,
Kate's gonna win again.
I am okay. I'm gonna say it again. I'm the youngest, and I've probably done the least shitty things in my life. I haven't had much time to fuck up yet. Are you asking?
Girl, you're not a virgin.
Really?
Show me your hymen right now.
I'm baptized.
Whip it out.
I'm baptized.
You are
I've
not
sex with one guy.
baptized too.
Wait,
You're not wholesome. You are into roasting. You are into shitting on people. That is not completely wholesome. I know it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun, but that is not the most idea of wholesome.
Yeah, but look at all the people here and who's wholesome.
I am
Who's
wholesome.
wholesome here?
I
think also the question is specifically off stream.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Off stream. I
Outside
think
of
I'm
your
very
persona.
wholesome. I feel like I'm so like sensitive to people's feelings that like I don't not only just dig at people that I don't know or time, but I like completely don't ask certain questions that I feel like could even 10% of the time get taken the wrong way or make them feel like bad about themselves. So I'm like, I feel like I'm very good to people that I meet, and that I'm good to, you know, I'm just good to people, and I'm like, I take pride in that because it's important, because I actually like care about people's fucking feelings, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
clean conscience is the softest pillow, baby.
That's very wholesome.
That's
I'm very
wow,
wholesome.
That was so sweet.
I don't know. I can't argue it, but I am. Okay.
I have a kid in my car. I drive around a lot. I used to drive a lot more for work than I do now. And I would go to Costco with my Christmas money, and I would buy socks, and I would buy chapstick, and I would buy plastic bags, and I would hand them out to homeless people as I drove past on freeways.
Did you turn it into a YouTube video?
No. I just did it on my own.
I'm kidding. I know you did. I'm kidding.
I feel weird like advertising like look how wholesome I am. I don't know. It's kind of like it feels a little weird for sure.
It's virtue signaling for sure.
Let me brag about my wholesomeness.
All right, I'm just gonna take the L on
I'm
this
absolutely
one.
not wholesome. I have an edgy sense of humor. I just sit around the house doing nothing all the time. So once in a while, I make edgy jokes in front of my dog to zero audience.
Okay, this doesn't necessarily make you wholesome, and it's not off stream, but how many people host people because they're their friends and they're expecting it back, or how many people actually host people that really need it with like 5 viewers, 10 viewers, and try to help people?
Streamers all the time.
Yeah, at the end of every stream, we boogie bomb just a random person in the same category. Just like find somebody with 10 or less viewers and then just make their day. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's right.
Yeah, but Boogie, I've sorry to interrupt, but I've actually seen someone do that and they've been banned for like without permission to raid. It's some bullshit, man.
Oh,
If
wow.
they get really
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they can get really funny. That's why I don't do that to people, like because they can be like, oh, I didn't want this attention. So
I
yeah.
like to,
Interesting. Wow, I've
I
never
just
seen
like
that.
to host
Yeah.
like people that I've known since I was like 20 viewer Andy, right? I like to host those people who are grinding and streaming every day. Those are usually like Albino Liger and J-Rix. They're like some of my really good friends, and they stream and they're awesome, wholesome content creators. So.
Well,
Okay, well I pay for my family's cell phone plan and I bought my sister a car.
What car? What car?
go fuck yourself,
What?
Andy.
Wholesome
Go
content.
And can I be your
Wholesome
sister?
Well, if you
also
do it from
translated
your
into
heart,
going-
yeah.
I helped save 2 people from drowning once.
What? Yeah, right. Did you?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
it was a
crazy.
grandmother and her granddaughter. And we were just, I thought the
I
grandmother
wasn't
was
drowning.
dead.
I was doing the backstroke.
It was Andy. I saved Andy.
I bought someone who is very incapable a couch and an egg chair, so that was very nice of me.
Oh,
that's cute.
okay. I won a $4,000 bet in a poker tournament that I had to beat 70 pros for, and I gave it to my friend who is my filmer because he was sleeping on a blow-up mattress, so I gave him the $4,000 bet.
Okay, Andy. All right, save Andy.
Gross.
I'm too wholesome to brag about my
homelessness.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, that's
I'm not
good,
doing
right?
this for points because I don't need them right now.
Oh, go
But you're
fucking
gonna get it. I mean,
But you're bragging about how wholesome
Every
you are.
point for me is
This-
a point for this dog, please.
Okay.
This
No one would
topic
have
is
ever
so
loved him
hard.
other than me.
Let me give
This
this
is
a
so
try. Let me
fun.
give
Yeah,
this.
it's
Let me
So
give
weird.
this.
Like, look how good of a person I am.
Okay, let me give this a try, right? You guys can all talk. Let me give this a try. I don't think I'm very wholesome, but outside of Twitch and whatnot, I always buy a thing for my friends, and I always spend like thousands of pounds on like Airbnbs and drink alcohol clubs, whatever, food, you name it. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Last weekend, I was we went out to a club. This girl liked me. She was into me for hours. She wanted to come back to mine. She came back to mine, and my other friend did a pull, and he was in the front room, and we're about to like have sex, and she's really into me, and she's really wanting it, and I'm like, can my friend come in here? Because I felt all I could think about was my friend. I felt really bad for my friend. So she's like, sure. So then I'm like, can he get on this? And she's like, yeah, sure, I guess. So I invite him in. Listen to me. I felt bad. I invited him in, and we had a fucking amazing threesome because I felt bad of him. So if you can't get more wholesome than that.
That's
So
very wholesome.
I'm honest to God, I hate people that being left out, like because I'm so used to being left out. I don't like not people being left out in like the
That is actually
situation.
beautiful. That is
So
wonderful.
thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Let's get
I pay for my sugar baby's rent. Does that count?
Oof. No.
Pays for
I don't
your
have a
sugar
sugar baby,
babies,
yeah.
right?
No.
I don't
No.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm happy to lose this one. I'm not gonna.
If we end the round now, I
mean-
win. Come on.
I'm gonna brag about how
Yeah.
humble I am.
Yeah, I don't want to brag about like I don't know. I'd rather lose too. I agree.
It's like bragging about how modest you are. Like,
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
modest.
I don't like it.
fucking
It's
brag. I'm
I will
always.
adopt Katerino. I will do it. I will adopt
Listen,
him.
okay. I already have a daddy, cutie. I don't need you. Okay. Wait.
Oh.
Do I
it's
get
a
points?
joke because it's real.
Dead
close.
over me.
I'm sorry. I'm
Like,
sorry. I like to make those jokes. Make me feel
Can I-
better.
I'm like
It's
somehow
good.
Cutie Cinderella's in third.
I'm the
Can I
best.
ask?
The people, they love me.
Oh, I'm losing so bad. Nobody believes me that I'm
Aw.
wholesome. They've seen my Instagram.
Hold on, Mr. Robot. I want to ask a question to Mr. Robot. Do I get points for being second on this round?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get points as it goes. Yeah.
Yes, it goes 5 for first, 4 for second, and
take it.
so on.
I'll take it.
I will say though, in the eyes of God, I'm pretty wholesome because I'm baptized and went to Catholic school. Well,
Too
actually,
bad
he'd probably
God
hate
isn't
me.
real, Kate.
Well, yeah.
He probably wouldn't like me. Okay, my mom is gay, and I got made fun of it a lot for it in school.
Cat.
And I did hit some kids. I did.
Can I ask you a question, Kat? Did you say you're a virgin? Be honest.
No, I'm not. I have
Okay.
slept with
She
one
is.
person.
Yeah, get me.
That's still
Okay.
Get them wholesome points.
Next is Cutie Cinderella versus Gross. The two of you come from a background in League of Legends. Cutie Cinderella has been able to break free of the shackles of League and do just chatting content. Grossgore is made for just chatting, but is held back by his addiction to League of Legends.
True.
This is going to be the intervention part of the stream where Cutie Cinderella has the task of helping Grossgore out of his addiction to League of Legends.
Yeah, go on then.
I don't know.
Wait, how do I win the round?
I'll be honest.
How can I win this round?
Yeah,
maybe if you're reformed. Maybe if you get reformed.
Yeah, be different at the end.
Okay. Go on, Cutie Cinderella. Tell me.
Wait, I'm looking up your stats.
Oh, and then I'm also supposed to... Oh, he's bad Twisted Fate.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, you're worst Twisted Fate. So that's your first reason you should quit. I can't even find you on Twitch. What the fuck is your channel name?
I've been banned.
Really?
No, I haven't. I won't be allowed to Twitch.
He's sub only. You can't go to his URL.
Oh, shit.
Maybe, Grossgore, you can argue why you should continue playing League.
No. Listen. Per your stats, you average a lot of viewers. But you could average more if you did just chatting. I have no facts to back this up. But, I don't, this is a hard one because I wish I could play League and get as many viewers as you, but I can't. So really, I just lost. I lost. Never leave League, Grossy. Never leave it. Never do it.
I won this round, so she forfeits. Okay.
Negative 2 points for Cutie Cinderella.
Why?
Damn.
Damn it.
We really wanted to help him out, man.
Okay, let me ask this. Okay, I don't suppose anyone here has like an anxiety of like you want to do IRL streams to go out IRL, but you're scared that you're not good enough. You're scared that you're not going to have the content, and you just don't end up doing it, and then you just end up sitting inside rotting and seeing other people succeed.
Listen, as a person who probably streams outside the most, you can let your chat fuel your IRL. If you go out, just seeing you out and about, they love it, right?
Right.
And if you're walking around, the more attention you give to chat, the more they love it. So even if you're getting a fucking coffee, if you're reading chat, if you're talking about going into stores, or you're just like, maybe you meet a couple people that want to be on camera, just anything outside, you don't have to press yourself into being crazy content. And if all else fails and you have nothing to talk about, you have a bustling fucking chat room that you can react to and talk to. Maybe they'll give you ideas. I was in fucking Long Beach, right? I was gonna rent, they had little boats that you could rent. I was gonna rent a boat and stay over and stream it and just feel like this is my boat, I'm sleeping here for the night. They said, oh, it's booked 2 months in advance. And someone in chat was like, go to the Queen Mary, it's a big haunted boat, bigger than the fucking Titanic. And I was like, oh, you could stay there, there's hotel rooms there and shit. I just went, I had no clothes, I had no plans, and I booked a room on the Queen Mary, and I went on haunted tours, and all this was from one person in chat recommending it to you. So the chat will fuel you, bro.
Yeah, I think you're
That sounds so fun. Oh my God.
Are you thinking about getting outside of your house and getting out of League, or?
Yeah, I think like Raj keeps telling me the past like 2 years at League's holding me back. I should just go do IRL, and it's just like an anxiety for getting outside and like just going to do it. But also
Just
in the
do
UK, let me tell you something. In the UK, if you put any camera on someone, they'll slap that shit out of your hand. That's why I want to go to Texas.
I streamed in London, dude. I streamed in London. I walked around fucking Brick Lane. I walked around everywhere in London, dude. I was fucking any trouble? No trouble at all.
Oh, okay.
I didn't put
see, that's in my head. You see, it's in my head. Dude,
if you outwardly put a camera in someone's face like that, then they might slap it out of your hand. If you have it to your face and you're clearly not putting anyone on stream, then you'll be okay.
I'm ready for my answer now. Rosie, get a friend. Okay, Malik's a good friend.
Oh,
Go
Jesus.
Go together. That way, if somebody tries to beat you up, you say it was his idea. And they get him, you run, you're good. But that's your first step. That's your first step to going outside.
Okay, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. You're welcome.
And for me to win this round, I need to state why I have to stay and play League, right? Casey?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Or
Okay.
turn over and leave.
League of Legends,
Yeah,
the content, the thing about League is I'm in my little room, the content's always there, and I can always be there every day streaming, every day.
It's the
That's why I like
consistency.
League. I know, but at the same time, I hate League of Legends right now until my sub mode comes through, so what can I say? I guess I suck at this round.
Then, also, you're bad. You're really bad at League. You're trash. So
Nice.
I'm not gonna argue.
You could be good at going outside. Why stay being trash at League?
True, so true.
You do have the personality for IRL streams. I
But
would.
do you know? Yeah, Andy. You know what I wanted to do? Like people wanted, some guy wanted to do. He wanted me to go to like India, right? And just go make these YouTube videos in India where you're trying out like the 10p haircuts. And he wanted me to do YouTube because they get like tens of millions of views on YouTube. And he's like, go do it. You'd be great. But I just kind of feel like. Why? I just kind of always find reasons not to do these things, and I should because we're living now. Like
because the biggest fucking hurdle in life is fucking self. Always.
Yeah, I know.
Grossy, after this conversation, do you feel more open to going outside?
Yeah, I do. Because
But is that because of you or Andy?
Thanks, guys.
Well, I feel like Andy because Andy is like the most. You done good, Cutie, but Andy's the most like IRL streamer, right? Like IRL, like outside, right?
I used to play a lot of. I used to only play League. I have 1.5 million points on Jinx. Do you understand how many hours that is?
Oh my god, you're crazy like Jinx! Oh my god, you're crazy like Jinx, because I've got this saying, right? Cutie Cinderella, right? I've got this saying that people that play the main champions in League represents them in real life, their personality. TF, cool, he's a bit of a schemer. I'm not a schemer, but he's cool, he's calm, he likes to help people. Jinx is crazy as fuck. You're crazy. Wow. Wow, that makes sense. Where did she go?
What about,
I don't know what you're talking about.
What if you have multiple?
Oh, she left because
multiple
Mizkif went
names?
live.
Don't advertise it.
Sorry, guys.
What is? Hold on, wait.
What if
Cutie
you have
Cinderella's gonna
multiple?
show us something.
Then do you have multiple personalities?
Oh my god, she's got a fucking Jinx. Oh,
It even lights up.
It's on
Fish-
that.
oh my days, that is fucking awesome,
What
right?
kind of shit? Also,
We
I
made
have
some
that.
progress.
I love her.
Hold on, I can one up you. Stay there.
Okay.
Stay there.
You guys all whipping out your toys now?
But look, I got him to leave his chair, so I think
that's
I
right.
already won. Right? Right?
Did
I won. He left his chair.
I don't know. Where's the robot?
Grossgore is now live.
You have to stream IRL.
This is what I
He's streaming IRL right now.
What do you guys
did it.
think?
He's
And
outside.
you got a Jinx statue. What do you think about my TF statue?
Oh my god.
Awesome, huh?
Look at us.
€20, by the way.
I think we're supposed to be friends, Grossy.
Yeah, I think so. Right, put us back.
All right.
Those are
Well,
actually so cool.
Okay,
I won.
next round is Invader and Andy. Robot's scoring up the points. The question for Invader and Andy:
Alright.
Okay.
how much money would it take you to leave Twitch, and what would you do with the money?
Ooh.
You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
I would leave Twitch permanently. Say $2 million. And I would
Question.
first I would go like pitch a bunch of travel shows, comedy shows, but if I didn't get any of them off the ground, I would just fund it myself. And I would put it on YouTube. And I think doing a really high produced things, and I believe in myself that I could create like something really dope with it, would be enough for that to spawn into interest for like Netflix picking it up, or some channel picking it up. But I would go back to, instead of the daily grind of like putting your hours in Twitch, and I would use a lot of that money into fueling my creativity more and having the leisure to just be like, all right, I'm gonna wake up today and I'm gonna, whatever I'm gonna put on tape is gonna be something I can put effort to and something with creativity. And also, I would create content while I was there, but I would also use a lot of that money to probably just not have any apartment for maybe a year and just completely travel the whole world and maybe a little bit more style,
Question. The question is, how much money would it take to leave Twitch? Does that include Twitch cons? Are you not allowed to attend Twitch cons? Because
No, I think you go to TwitchCon. You just can't stream ever again on Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, would you be allowed to appear on other people's streams? Like,
No.
Probably not.
oh.
Oh, like you ban
You're like
yourself.
Ice Poseidon.
But you can interact with the community and stuff. But
Yeah.
Yeah. You just can't be on. I think I would do it for $3 million. I would live off of the interest. So I would obviously put that in like what is it called when you tie your funds directly to the stock market? There's a special word for it.
No
Why
idea.
don't you just buy
Warren
houses?
Buffett.
You're asking
Warren Buffett. Because the housing market in Canada is going to collapse. It's crazy right now.
Really?
You could buy a
things
house
are
anywhere
wild.
in the world though with that money.
That's true. But I wouldn't want to live. I wouldn't want to leave Canada. I really, really like Canada.
No, you don't buy a house to live there. You buy it as an investment.
Right.
Oh, somewhere else in the world. Well, now we're thinking extra big, dudes. My God. Oh, maybe that's what I would do though. Maybe I would take that Twitch money. I mean, that my money to leave Twitch forever. I would buy houses all over the world, and then I would like rotate myself around them, and then also rent them out to other people to generate income.
Airbnb.
And then I could travel. I could go all over the place. I think that would be so wonderful. I would also love to make my own. I would love to make my own children's TV show where I give children the opportunity to like create their own content. I don't think that kids listen to. I don't think that people listen to kids enough, and I think that children are so fucking creative. So I would give children an opportunity to create their own TV shows in like a safe environment. And yeah, I would. Well, I wouldn't drag those kids around the world because that's just straight up kidnapping. But I would also give them the opportunity to travel as well, because that's something that I didn't get to do as a kid. I didn't go anywhere as a kid except for to my grandparents.
That's all you need to see.
I like that.
You saw
that's
Annie
my whole
Milonakis when you were growing up. That's all.
For the people watching at home, by the way, if you really do hate me, I'm going to manipulate you right now. For $1.5 million, I will completely delete everything off the internet. If I had $1.5 million in my bank account, I would never feel the need to create online content again.
For the low price of $1.5 million, you can get rid of Boogie for fucking ever.
Boogie,
Think about that.
Boogie, why though? Like,
anyone want to pull in their money?
Is that your mortgage and your Tesla? What is that for? That money?
That would pay for my house. It would pay for me and my best friend and my roommate to live off of for the next conceivable 20 years or so. I don't think I'll live another 20 years, but if I do, I would have the money to take care of it. Just live off of $30,000 or $40,000 a year with that money in the bank, live off the interest. I would probably put together a dog breeding business because I really love dogs. I would like to like shelter dogs and like breed dogs and like just make, dogs, place dogs and foster them. And then I would just like maybe once a year travel, go to Disneyland, Disney World, and just never worry about the internet ever again, because I would have enough money to financially take care of myself, my dog, and my best friend, and that's all I need to worry about.
For $3 million, I would also be like, and I'll also quit Twitter, and I'll quit Instagram, and I'll never go near social media ever again, except for to like help my kids.
I wouldn't do that for $2 million. You need to give me like fucking $20 million for that.
Oh, it would. You don't have to pay me too much to get me off of all social media. It'd just be so good for your mental health too, right?
But that's my fault.
That's my point.
Twitter.
Boogie, make it happen.
Yeah, mental health. Social media can be really bad for mental health. I don't think it all is. I think it could be a good creative outlet. I like crafting little raps and little funny fucking things on Twitter. To me, that's good for my mental health.
Yeah.
When I go through Instagram and I see all these guys and girls that look fucking amazing, I feel like real shit about myself.
Yep.
They're not real though. Like every single picture you see of
some of them
everyone.
aren't real.
No, it's all filtered.
Mostly.
Instagram is so bad that I follow 0 people on Instagram. I follow a lot of people.
Yeah, Instagram is
zero on Instagram.
Oh no, I don't use Facetune. I'll put a single filter on a picture, and I'll put one.
No, I'm saying stopping. You're the one that I look at, and I'm like, why don't I look like V? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I worked hard on my fucking angles for my selfie game, because if I don't like stick my ass out right, I just look like a goddamn board, like a toothpick in a napkin.
Both at the same time.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's not a great look. Yeah.
Yeah, social media is super, it can be so toxic. It can be used well and it can be fun and it's a good way to connect with people, but putting too much focus into it.
It's a tool. It's how you use the tool. You can use a hammer to build a birdhouse and then make the world a better place, or you can use a hammer to beat your neighbor to death. Whoa. It's not like inherently the hammer's fault.
Yeah. And I was going to say something, I don't remember.
I distracted you with beating
All right, folks.
Yeah,
we've moved on to our final pairing here. Okay.
Oh shit!
I think that was beautiful. So we have Katerino versus Boogie. Katerino, who has a plethora of clips of her doing cool dances online, and then Boogie's name is Boogie, so hopefully he can boogie. I guess.
Is it dance off?
Yeah, there's about to be a dance off.
Oh God!
You guys can dance in your chair. You can get up. You can do whatever. But I'm just gonna press this button and hope to God the music starts.
All right, Boogie, you first.
I'm so happy this is not me.
Is this your dance?
Did this work?
This is gonna be puppy dancing.
Okay, go.
I need music.
Oh, hold on, wait, hold on. Pause. Stall. Someone say
okay.
something cool.
Stretch, guys. Warm up for your dancing. You don't want to pull a muscle.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I say something about Disneyland?
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay. Did you say yes, Casey?
Yeah, about Disneyland?
Okay, so check this out, right? When I was growing up, I never went to Disneyland, and like I was always hearing on the adverts that it was the best place in the world, and I thought it was bullshit. Cool. Until about 2 years ago, where I went to Disneyland in Florida. Holy fucking shit!
Disney World.
Disney World, Orlando. Oh my fucking god! I felt like a child going there. You feel magical. Everyone's like happy. Bro, go to Disney World today.
Disney World is great. Disneyland
Dude, fucking the best place, mate. I tell you.
I love Disney. I go all the time.
I'm going to Disney next week.
I
Dude,
love
it's the best place in the world, mate.
Oh, I want to go to Disney so bad.
Do you guys hear the music?
You know, I used to work at Disney.
Yeah, I did, Cutie. Everyone thinks that I did, but I didn't work at Disney.
I know, and I tell them
Where
that.
do you work?
They're like,
Oh,
we
just
work
like
at
a-
Disney too, and I'm like, no, she didn't
No,
work
she didn't.
at Disney. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you could have.
Wait, did you work at Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
What did you
That's
do?
why she's Cutie Cinderella.
I was a
She was-
princess.
Oh, you were a princess. Did
I
you?
used to be nice.
He's
This is
so
the worst
hard.
content on Twitch right now. This is the worst.
Am I the only one?
Oh, I can't hear the music. Maybe I have.
Yeah. Can you guys like right click the rhythm bot and just turn it up?
And just crank that shit.
I haven't
Do yourselves the favor and crank it.
Oh, this is a good song.
Can the bot start it over?
I have no idea. Try again. All right. Let's see.
There we go.
Jesus.
Let's go. Here we go.
Oh my god, 2 white people dancing. This is.
Oh wait, no, I'm not going yet. That was just me grooving to the music. That's not my dance.
Oh,
You guys-
okay.
Wait, we're doing it at the same time.
Yeah,
We're
you
taking
guys are
turns,
going.
right?
You
Yeah,
guys are
dance
in.
off.
Oh wait, I have an outfit. I have an outfit I have to put on.
Oh, you have an
What?
outfit?
Dance outfit?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I don't want to get
Alright,
Casey or myself banned.
Has an advantage because I, as a man, can become topless on Twitter, on Twitch. So if you think about it, honestly,
Do you think that's gonna get you to win?
tits. No, I do have the bigger tits though.
What is happening?
Wait, I'm like, so is Boogie gonna take off his shirt?
I don't know what's going on.
I still hear
Oh my
music.
god, are you mad at me?
You can
right
restart
now?
this.
You don't
Man,
like to dance?
this went so much better
You
in
don't
my
want to
head.
dance? Okay,
Like
I'm
most
sorry.
things, I guess.
I'm sorry. You don't. It's okay. You just growled at me.
I'm very
And now
confused.
you're-
We're doing a dance off. Katerina had to change.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
All right, let me restart the
Oh my
track.
god.
Oh, fucking
Let's
Britney
go,
Spears
Rich.
over it.
I'm ready.
All right.
Are we going?
Do you hear the music? She doesn't even want the music.
can I
She
go?
doesn't
Is
need
it
it.
time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go.
you're all
Yeah,
going.
go
You
for
guys
it.
are in. It's starting. We're starting.
Cute. Look at her face.
It's grooving time, Boogie. It's Boogie time.
Oh my god. If this is getting serious. This is getting serious over there. Here we go.
We're entering the college scene.
This is everything. They're both doing this with no music. Oh. Yeah!
Impressed?
Man, this is steamy.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
I learned to do the
Wow.
kip up from
My heart's
Naval
racing. All right, well, yeah, that was dancing, I guess. Good job, guys.
All right.
That was very enjoyable.
I'll give you claps. I'll give you claps.
I'm really out of
Hell yeah.
breath.
God, Cutie, that
This
salad
is the worst
gigantic.
content ever produced on Twitch.
Practicing that kip up,
Well
I
done.
hurt myself.
6
honestly.
points for Katerino. 5
Wow.
points for Boogie. He really boogied.
Oh, thank you.
Yay!
Yay.
So many points.
All right. So
Single
we're gonna have we have
digits.
one more question then, and that's the group round, and then we're gonna close it out. Let you guys, shout yourself out, outro, whatever. Okay. So for the final question here, okay, and this is a big one. I really want you guys to advocate for yourselves here against the others. This could be it. Who here would be the best president of their respective country?
Okay. Wait, I have to say something about this.
Go
You're
on.
19.
So,
Wait.
hold on. Hold on. Okay. who's the United States president now? Donald Trump. How would you describe Donald Trump?
Amazing.
White, male, crazy. So we have the crazy covered by Grossgore and Cutie. So like we don't need another white male crazy president. We have the
But no, it's of our own countries. So like Grossgore would be like the Prime Minister of England.
Okay, fine.
Right.
Cutie has the crazy covered, and Boogie and Andy have the white male.
What we got to do?
Wait, you
Katerino,
are?
Katerino,
Fuck, I'm fucked.
Katerino, we got to argue who all of us would be the best. Like I'm gonna say that I'll be the best.
Do you think he's trying to put us down?
I mean, we're allowed to say who would be the worst too.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Let me say this. I've already said this on Raja's show the other day. If I was the fucking president or prime minister of the UK, it'd work because I'm the only one who says shit the way it is, bruv. And that's what a president and a country, the leader of the country.
That's how Donald Trump
do
won
not
his
have the
presidency. He
diplomacy.
said that exact
Yeah,
same
but
thing.
you know what? You know what I like about Donald Trump? He says shit that like that everyone's thinking, but like he just says it the way it is. I know he gets into some shit sometimes, but he's gonna get backlash.
Okay.
So
let me throw my coin in.
Andy's gonna win this no matter what.
So I don't know shit about politics, right? I'm gonna be the first person to admit it. And maybe Donald Trump doesn't know shit about politics either. But what the president does is he doesn't make all the choices. He doesn't make all the decision. So I will get the smartest, best advisors and the people on the fucking, what is it, Congress? And everything that fucking Donald Trump does wrong in the world, I feel like since I'm like more for the people than any politician and any president was, because they fucking, they have to play the fucking game. I would fucking always fucking advocate for what's right and what's gonna help the people, even if it's gonna like fuck us a little bit financially. Like I think people and the underdog get shit on so much, and these people who are struggling and broke and don't have fucking medical insurance, and people who are struggling through college loans, all the shit that fucks like the people that are struggling, I would do anything in my fucking power to fucking try to make things more equal. And I know it's easier said than done, but I feel like I would always make the right choices, and maybe they wouldn't be fully informed by me, but I would take like the all the smart advice that would help that out, and I would fucking go for that.
So how long did it take you to memorize that Trump speech?
No, listen. Andy
It was a dumb
Andy
joke,
has
okay.
the right idea there, but he doesn't know how to do it. I don't even need to help Canada. I will come to America. I will be your president. You need a female president. It's about goddamn time. So I come to America. I'm the first female president. All right. I am going to have the best cabinet to help me do these things. We will have socialized healthcare because it works. We will have socialized college. Everyone should be able to go to college. I believe it. It will only cost Americans like 25 cents a year because there's that many Americans, and if more people are paying for college, it can cost less. You know what I'm saying? Also, we're going to talk about the wall. We don't need it.
We're going to talk about the wall.
We don't need the fucking wall, okay? We're going to take these people in because this is fucking America and it's good for everybody. Also, legalize weed. We're going to legalize weed. We're going to make the money from the taxes and stuff like that to pay for the college and other stuff like that. We are also going to, what's the other thing I was going to do? Oh, tax the rich. Duh, hello. People don't need that much money. And that's how we're going to help the poor people that Andy is talking about. Andy didn't talk about how we're going to help them, but that is how we're going to help them.
But maybe
I don't think I'd be a good president.
To the right people that will help me make it happen.
Well, you can be my vice president, Andy, to get us those connections, but you're just not equipped to be the president.
Okay, but if you die, I become president, and maybe I have...
Herbert Hoover once promised the American people. Herbert Hoover once promised the American people a chicken in every pot, and I hereby promise a Tesla in every garage, because I really still want that Tesla, and I want tax money to pay for it. So I will make sure that we are all driving Teslas by 2024. My word. I will let my dog be vice president. So that he can take all of the raps and all the blames. And also, I'm just voting for him.
And
I'm being honest.
how will you pay for these Teslas, Mr. Boogie?
We will tear down the wall and sell it for parts.
Yeah, the wall hasn't been built yet, so you are.
Yeah, you have to wait a little bit, but
we will legalize weed, and then the taxes from the weed will pay for the Teslas.
The taxes for weed are crazy though. You go buy like a fucking $40 eighth, it's like $70-something.
It's like, yeah, it's
Ridiculous.
Could you not tax my fucking
More
weed? That's the whole reason I was buying it illegally to begin with.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you about our legal weed. It's much better than your underground weed.
It's
alright?
amazing.
sick.
That's not
It
true.
really is.
Because if you're
Hey,
getting
Andy,
it straight
shit.
from the farm, you're getting it firsthand. If you're getting it from a guy who gets fucking pounds, who gives it to another guy who has like a pound, and then he goes
Okay,
into the store
rich
and shops
white
it around,
guy.
and by the time you go
Andy,
in and you buy it
I
in a
am
nice
getting my
cute
weed
little
from a
package,
college
the
kid,
weed is
okay?
crusty and it's been there for fucking a month. You can just go to Humboldt and be like, hey, K-Kona, brother, let me get a sack. And he's like, let me chop it down. Hold on, we got to fucking get rid of the stems.
I think
I don't want to be the president. I want to be the first lady. And I think that we should combine Canada and the United States. Here we go. So Andy can get married. We'll form a sort of monarchy. Dude, I believe they don't want a female president. They do not want a female president. They want a
You guys
white
are
child.
bitches. You guys are, but I can see my house from Russia.
I
I can see it.
We will combine Canada and the United States in an international marriage of sorts. I will stand behind you looking statuesque and quiet, and I will not wear any offensive jackets with inappropriate slogans on them. So that's a step up already from your current first lady.
I mean, if you get married to me, you're also going to be a Greek citizen so we can live in the island.
Oh my gosh, yes!
Okay,
I
I'm
think that I
pissed.
could be a good president because I think I'm very different in the sense that I
Kate, are you
am
old
very
enough to
positive. Yeah, I am. Okay, I turned old enough to vote like last month, pretty much, dude. Okay.
Fuck, that's sick.
But I think that I could I would be really good because I have a very positive and optimistic outlook on life, and I also have a very like giving to the people kind of central idea when it comes to politics, which I think we need a lot of. And I also am very good at keeping calm under pressure, and
You got sick raps.
about
You
it.
have to
And
be 40.
I would throw down the sick, convincing beats in all my debates and all my speeches. They would be done in the form of a rap. I
Yeah,
win.
but you'd be running
Mic drop.
against me in the rap battle, and you lost that already.
Listen, I'll be your vice president.
Right now with
I'll
the
take over. Okay.
You have to be
Imagine debates in rap
35
battle
years
form.
old.
Yeah.
You have to be
Right now it's time
35
to
years
farm
old.
your votes here.
Oh.
Wow.
Vote for Katerino is a vote for Disney World everywhere.
No.
I'll put a
okay.
Disney in every single state. Okay.
More
That's
Disney.
shit.
That's what that is.
Yay!
Vote
Yay.
for Cutie Cinderella.
doing
if you
it?
don't want to be a virgin for the rest of your life. Okay?
Oh, okay. She's gonna
Cutie, you
fuck
did
all
it.
of you.
Cutie, how are you gonna
fuck all of
help?
America? if you
Wait,
vote
is our
for her.
president gonna whore herself out to all
I
the
will
people for
fuck
the
all
vote?
of them.
Would you rather
Is
have
that
a
what you do
Tesla
to get
or a
partnered on
pussy?
Twitch?
Think about it. A Tesla
She
or pussy? Come on.
Guys,
No, are you kidding me? Cutie actually had a platform.
I would choose
I
a
did have
Tesla
a-
over pussy. I would.
Yeah,
I'll be
I had a way to
honest.
do it.
Tesla
would.
will get you pussy, probably. I don't know.
Damn.
Oh, that's true.
No.
Debatable.
I am president.
Shameless.
Andy is my vice president, just so everyone knows. He doesn't
I'll
have a
take
choice
it, I'll take it.
because, Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Easy. Easy clap. I'm president. Can't wait.
real
When do I
talk,
start?
Boogie, what's the Tesla like? Why is the Tesla bad at driving? You keep putting down a Tesla. Is it bad?
No, it's actually a really nice
And
car.
Teslas are really
My dream
nice,
car.
yeah.
I eventually hope to get one.
Very
one day,
nice.
yeah. It's a very nice car.
But
That
It's
is quite
overpriced for what you get. It's overpriced, but
you
it's
keep
good.
saying when you get it, but you already own it. So what do you?
Oh no. I never went through the purchase. I got my deposit back. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Did you post
For the record,
receipts?
not everything would be socialist. I'm just throwing that out there.
Casey.
Okay,
Okay, well,
so I
excellent.
think
Where are the
that
receipts?
this wraps up the show. Has the robot added up all the points yet, Bob?
The president says that I get double this round.
1 second.
1 second.
That's
Bob
not
is adding
good.
up the points. But thank you guys so much for coming on. I hope you enjoyed it.
It was
I hope
really
everyone
fun.
had
It was
fun.
a lot of fun, yeah.
this was
It
good.
was really fun. Thank you for
I
having
like
all
this
of us on.
format
It was
is
really
good.
fun.
Okay, the points are in. The winner of the show is Andy Milonakis.
Hey,
okay.
tryhard
yeah.
7 in chat.
Hey, Andy, are you gonna stream after this?
Do
Do you want me to host you? Do you
Sure,
want to go
why
live
not?
here in
Hell
a
yes.
minute and I'll host you since you won?
Cool.
Cool, yeah. Thank you guys for making some, good conversation. I had a lot of fun. This is a good format for a show. Thank you,
Oh,
Casey.
thank you.
Thank you, Andy.
Yeah, and thank
For
you.
sure. I'll see you guys
everyone.
at TwitchCon. I'm sure most of you guys are going. Right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's party.
Thanks for the advice, Andy, of the IRL thing, man.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem, man. Hit me up on Twitter if you want to
See you
talk
at the
to
Great American Bake Off.
Yes. And does everybody want to like shout their channel out? I don't know. I feel like everybody knows who we are at this point.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
like
yeah,
what's the
it's
fucking
great.
point?
It's okay. Honestly,
name's on
it's been a
screen.
while since I've been to Texas. I'll take as many followers as I can. Cutie Cinderella on Twitch. Just kidding. I don't give a shit. You guys do what you want.
All right. Well,
Bye. Yeah. Well, thank
I'm
you so much.
sorry.
Nice
Thanks for
meeting all
having
of
us.
you
It was a lot
guys.
of
Yeah,
fun,
thank you guys so much for coming on
you.
the show. Thank
It was
you,
really fun. It was
everyone,
super
for
fun.
watching. God bless. Cutie Cinderella, twitch.tv, Cutie Cinderella, Katerino. I keep on fucking saying it wrong.
It's okay.
Grossgore, Boogie, InvaderVie. Thank you all so much for coming. Later,
Thanks,
everyone.
invite.
Have
A
a
lot of
good
fun.
night. Hosting Andy Milonakis after this. Later, everyone.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Nice to meet you,
Bye.
Boogie. Bye. Thanks
Thank you,
again.
chat.
See
Such
you
a stream with you
tomorrow.
guys. Thanks for the fun.